So this is our Prompt Royale finals or finale, we call it, right? So what is Prompt Royale? Basically prompt engineering, right? So if you have not heard about prompt engineering before, now basically, you know you have to talk to the large language models, right? You have to talk to the ChatGPTs, to the Llamas, to the Claude. Now, how do you ensure that what you type to the LLMs will give you the best results? Ultimately, that's really what prompt engineering is really all about. As simple as that, right? Talk to them, tell them a bit more about what you need and how you can generate the best results for your business needs and your business use case. Okay, so, well, we are here at the finale. So we've gone through so many rounds. Later on, Nicole will be sharing a bit more with us a bit more about Prompt Royale and what's happening, how we got to this stage, right? But I love it. This group of people here in front of me got a banner. What's with the banner? My goodness, wow. So they have a banner, they're here to support their candidate, which is MOE. Oh, here, middle. Okay, over here, right? We also have, this side also have, this side also got, Oh my God, awesome. Okay. We got to let everybody show, we got to show everybody the banners, right? SCDF also has their banner as well. Okay, fantastic. SCDF, so the three finalists are from SCDF, from MOE, and also from HTB, right? So SCDF, well, we got some DIY. Here also got some DIY, doing a lot of coloring, but MOE, they printed a banner. Goodness. Hey, why don't you show everybody the banner? Show everybody lah. Just show everybody the banner. Come, just turn it around, show everybody the banner so they can see. Yeah, just turn around, show everybody, come, lift it up, show everybody the banner. They got very fervent supporters here. I think it's effort lah, all of them here today as well. So they printed a very nice banner for their candidate. Okay, wonderful. I saw with a face here, right? A banner with a face. Okay, can you show around? Are you married? Your wife's going to be really jealous, you know. With his face there today as well. Okay, so well, how this works is very simple. Later on, we'll introduce the entire competition process. We're just going to make sure that we get everything ready before I invite Nicole back. So Nicole, the moderator for the previous session, she is also the lead for Prompt Royale competition as well. All right, so just to give you some context, 2 years ago, we started the first competition, the Prompt Royale competition. It was held at Suntec City. Now, last year, the Prompt Royale competition moved as part of GovTech Innovation Day. So it was held at Jewel, 5th floor. Facing the water fountain, the rain vortex. And then this year we're here at Marina Bay Sands. So this is actually the 3rd year of Prompt Royale. But as Nicole will share later on, you know, it's been bigger and better than ever before. We've engaged more public officers than ever before as well. Right? Now, so to all our visitors, members of the public joining us, right? So you get to hear a bit more about some of the tools that are developed by GovTech. So today we're using a series of tools, both developed by GovTech and also private sector tools as well. So I'll get more to it. I don't want to review too much at this stage, but we'll get more to it later on. But our candidates, our contestants, our finalists are able to use whatever tool that they want to generate the best results based on judges' votes and also based on your participation as well. So all of you here today, you will also get a chance to vote also. All right, for your best candidate and also to vote for who you think did the job best. With the exception of those of the people here to support their finalists, the rest of you, please vote for who you think is doing the best. All right, so that will be for tasks 3 and 4. Again, I'll share more about it later on as well. Okay, so let's get to it. We're going to bring on Nicole back. Nicole, once again, is the lead for Prompt Royale finale and also the Prompt Royale competition across WOG, whole of government. So I'd like to welcome her back on stage. So ladies and gentlemen, you know, just to share a bit more, now you saw her title. She's the Engagement Manager 2 from GovTech. She's also the main game master for today as well. So, but first, let's welcome Nicole back on stage. Let's give her a big hand, everybody.
Thanks, Lester. Okay. Right. Hi, everyone, again. Okay, so just to add on to the MOE banner, just now I did see them, and then I think one of them told me we bought a 2-meter banner here. Now I'm seeing in real life, thought they were kidding. Okay, so one presentation is all that separates us between now and the finale, so I'll try to breeze through it. So here, okay, let me load up my slides. Okay, so hopefully everyone here knows what Prompt Royale is already, but if not, Prompt Royale is Singapore's largest whole of government prompt engineering competition designed to upskill public officers using Gen AI in their day-to-day work. So now we are in our third year, and we have engaged over 2,500 officers across our 3 distinct sub-tracks, and it's about double of last year's reach. So this year's edition, we expanded our ecosystem. We now have 4 GovTech products in the mix. On top of AIBots, we now have iSay, we also have Pair, and we have Transcribe. So all of these tools later, you'll get to see live on stage 3 very different people trying out these tools. So we also have a new track this year, the one that Aaron won, which is the Knight's Kaizen. For this one, we use GitHub Copilot. Okay, so what's new this year? Definitely the 4 tools that we talked about. So in the past years before this, we only concentrated on one singular AIBots tool. This year, we've completely expanded. Not only that, we also moved to include AI coding assistance, which is our first time ever trying a software engineering track. And today, you're going to see the first 4 in action, as well as 2 mystery industry tools that you'll find out soon enough. And this is actually a summary of the pathways of Prompt Royale. So Prompt Royale really aims to target people of varying capabilities. So if you are someone who's starting from scratch, you could go for the Prompt Royale Open Arena, which is great to take on challenges in a more gamified environment. You could also try the Agency League. Agency League is essentially the Prompt Royale experience, but with tasks contextualized to your agency. So maybe for HSA, it will be on blood donation data sets, for SCDF, perhaps response time. And finally, Knight's Kaizen, which is our pilot software engineering track. It's great if you want to experiment with AI coding assistance. So those are the tracks, and these are our champions. You met him earlier. We had Aaron, software engineer, who beat out over 500 people to be here today. We also have Patricia, who beat out a bunch of people to place champion for the Open Arena track. So today, we are here to find out who's going to be the champion of the Agency League. Okay, but beyond just a competition, we really want to highlight that Prompt Royale has evolved to quite a versatile engagement engine for AI literacy and engagement. So it's a very immersive and hands-on experience, and we've managed to evolve it to be a part of leadership engagement, mass outreach, education integration, and even youth engagement. To give you an example, we held a session, a prompt engineering primer for 30 senior MSF leaders, including DSSI and above, and they got to try these time-bound tasks for themselves to see how challenging it is. We also got to do a mass outreach version. We held a prompt engineering primer and hands-on session for over 240 attendees sitting in banquet wedding-style tables. And finally, we were also a part of education integration. So we kicked off the Smart Nation Educator Fellowship module with prompt engineering. So Prompt Royale is beyond just a competition. We really are a capability catalyst. This year, these are our numbers. We're very, very proud to say that we engaged about 1,200 officers across the 3 tracks that we had. We held a total of 18 workshops covering all aspects of AI, all the way from basic prompt engineering to AI guardrails. And finally, we are happy to have achieved 91% positive engagement with our program. So, almost at the end, there is no pressure without some pleasure. So you will soon see our 3 finalists come head-to-head for the ultimate crown of being the prompt king for this year. And of course, these are the prizes they can get. For second runner-up, they will get $1,000 in e-vouchers. For first runner-up, 1,500 in e-vouchers. And finally, for the champion, they will get 2,000 in e-vouchers, all distributed by GovWallet. So let's see what they'll get here today. These are the competition platforms that we have. But before we go into that, I would like to re-invite my co-host Lester up on stage to host this segment with me. Here we have Lester on board, please.
All right, thank you very much. Let's give Nicole a big hand, everybody. Nicole is the lead for Prompt Royale.
Alright.
All right, she's the main game master. I'm the assistant game master here to support her. So, Nicole, let's talk about this competition.
Okay, so everyone here, time to listen up. Okay, these are the 6 tools that we will be debuting today. The first one is AIBots. We should all be familiar with it, but essentially it is like a ChatGPT equivalent for the public sector. We also have ISAY, which is an OCR tool. We have Pair, which is the equivalent of Claude for public sector. We also have Transcribe, which as the name implies is a meeting transcription tool. And for the first time, we'll debut Lovable on stage to show you how you can build things in a matter of minutes. And finally, one of my favorite tools for now is Flow by Google, a powerful video generation tool whose capabilities you will see for yourself very, very shortly.
Wonderful. So let's talk about the scoring, right? So we have 3 finalists here. Of course, we need to know how they are scored, right? So Nicole, can you share with us a bit more about the scoring?
That's right, sure. So we have 4 judges here with us today who will introduce later, but essentially all of these 4 judges only have 3 pedals each. Can I trouble one of the judges to raise the 3 pedals? Anyone? Thank you, Gimei.
So 3 colors.
Yes. So as you can see behind me, there's 1 red, 1 green, and 1 blue. So the judges can only vote for the champion that they think did the best for that round. So if you see 4 votes of the same color, that's 10 points. 3 votes, 8 points. 2 votes, 6 points, and 1 vote, 4 points, 0 vote, 2 points. And this scoring system is designed this way so that the leaderboard can have movement at all times. And even if you fall behind, you can catch up. We could easily get an underdog story today.
Yeah, but for your information, we have 4 judges here, so that's why 4 votes, you get the maximum of 10 points, right? So let's talk about the voting. Very important.
Yes, okay, so you, the audience, play a very important role today. There are 4 challenges in total. For 2 of the challenges, you will exercise your right to vote. So if the finalist draws the most number of votes via Mentimeter, at first place, he will achieve 10 points. At second place, he will achieve 6 points. And finally, at third place, he will achieve 2 points. So regardless whether 600 people vote for finalist number 1, he will get a max cap of 10 points.
So just want to share, for example, all the supporters here, don't be afraid to vote for other contestants that you think is very good. Okay? All right, just letting all of you know. So later on, that will be coming up later on in the later task. We'll remind you later on who you can vote and how you can vote as well. Right? So from voting mechanics, we're going to be talking about power-ups.
Yes, okay. So we have some power-ups here in front of me right now. If you can see 3 blind boxes. So these 3 power-ups, the first one is time. So with time, the finalist gets another 90 seconds on the clock to complete the task. With ally, the finalist will pick one of you in the audience to come up and be his emotional support animal here for 3 minutes to support you with the task. And finally, we have peak. So the entire time, the finalists are not supposed to look backwards, but with the peak power-up, they can look back and see, oh shit, that's what he's doing, I better catch up. So those are the 3 power-ups we have for you today that they will shortlist, they will choose for themselves soon.
So, in terms of peak, if let's say you are seated here for the contestant here, right, you can go around and just look at everybody else's, whatever you want to do, okay? So basically you can look at the other 2 contestants, right? So these are power-ups that contestants can use. So from power-ups, Nicole, can you share about the judging criteria?
Okay, let's go into the judging criteria. So judges, the panel in front of me, as well as you, the audience, who will double up as judges, feel free to be guided by this criteria. We value the quality of the prompts and output 50%. And then 20% goes to sheer creativity. We also have 20% for engagement. And finally, the last 10% goes to overall engagement. All right.
So that makes up 100%. All right. So from the judging criteria that you can see on the screen, we just leave it for 5 more seconds just so you can absorb later on so that you can have a feel of what you are voting for later on. Now, so from the judging criteria, we need to introduce our judges.
That's right. And right on time, we have our judges right here. So returning for the 2nd year, Chief Judge for us is Dr. Yap Kim Ming, Director here at GovTech Singapore. Applause.
Gonna wave, stand up and wave so everybody can see you.
Alright, thank you, Gimei. And next we have Bertie School Director at the National AI Group, MDDI Singapore. Clap. Yes, bro. And our judge who's been with us since day 1, Peg Zixin, AI Solution Lead at Microsoft. And finally joining us for the first time, Royston Lobo of OpenAI AI Deployment. You guys should clap harder. They will be judging your champions. Okay. Thank you.
So welcome to our 4 judges. Judges, you have a very hard and important task today. So thank you very much to our judges for joining us. So before we actually dive into our competition, right? You got something to show us, Nicole?
Yes, okay. So these 3 people, we didn't grab them off the streets. They had to beat up hundreds of officers to get to where they are today. So we have a very short video to show you the road to Prompt Royale finale that we hope to play for you right
Let's
now.
take a look.
So please enjoy.
Welcome to the Prompt Royale Agency League Semi-Finals 2025, where our 6 agency champions from HDB, HTX, MOE, MOM, MUIS, as well as SCDF compete to find out who is fit to be the Prompt King or Queen of 2025.
I feel like Prompt Royale helped me overcome the inertia of even using many of these AI tools in the first place. This has opened my knowledge to many, many more AI tools. Public officers should try to take that first step to even just try out, because you never know what you can learn from the process of iterating with the AI.
There's quite a big difference between like casual use of AI and like power user level of AI. I think most public officers are not aware. With simple prompts, you can get like maybe 60% of the way there, but it's really getting the skills and the prompting techniques to move beyond that 60% and getting like a good output. That's the thing that people need to learn to upskill their AI usage.
So what I learned about prompting is that prompting takes time to learn, and not only that, there's many types of prompts such as the thinking prompt, effort prompt, motivation prompt, and persona prompt. So all these helps in the prompting as well towards the reference.
Through Prompt Royale, I've actually learned that you have to understand how exactly the AI tools work, which tool works best for which task we're assigned with, and to treat AI as a collaborator and not a tool, because in that way we get the most out of AI.
I think it's important that we recognize that AI has a huge role in the way we do our work. But at the same time, we must also remember that we are the owners of our own work. The intent, the meaning, the purpose of the output must still be defined by the officer. So when we use AI tools, we use it to augment our capabilities. We do not use it to replace ourselves.
AI is accessible. It is a form of art that will open up to a lot of innovative solutions. Prompt Royale provided the opportunity for us to express creativity, especially for public officers, because that is where we serve not just with our heart, but with efficiency as well as productive workflows.
So what you just witnessed was the live semi-finals of the Prompt Royale Agency League. We'll see you on 13th of November, the finale that's happening at Sense Expo, where the top 3 will battle it out for the ultimate crown.
Yes.
All right, how about a big round of applause, everybody? I love that video, right? So give everybody a little flavor of what our contestants actually went through to get to where they are today.
That's right. So while we wait for the next 3 episodes of Physical 100, right, let's watch our mental 3 right here. Okay, so we have our 3 finalists right behind the curtain right there. Can I invite the first one? Oh, ready? Okay,
Yep,
music.
ready?
Can we get Aniq, please, blazing the trail from SCDF. SCDF, where are you? Yes, here.
Now, I just want to share a very quick fun fact about Aniq, right? Because last year's Prompt Royale finale was won by Naim of SCDF as well. So I was asking him yesterday when he was here for the rehearsal, do you know Naim? Or actually, they work in the same team, all right, within their agency. So, you know, all the knowledge comes down and pass it to him, and he's here in the finals today to compete. So, very warm welcome to Aniq.
Yes, all right, and so supportive. What's in the water in SCDF? Okay, now we have here to build homes, dreams, and HDB dreams is Matthew. Oh, wait, sorry. Okay.
All good. So, firstly, our middle contestant is in green. So we have Chua, Tung, Kian. He is principal at Compassvale Secondary School. Let's welcome him.
Yes, our 2-meter banner is here, blocking everyone's view.
Are all of you from Compassvale?
Yes.
Or Compassvale or from MOE? Or just friends?
From MOE.
Or MOE. Okay, got it. Fantastic. So welcome to all our friends.
Okay.
And lastly,
build
build homes.
Here to build homes and build HDB and dreams into reality is Matthew from HDB. Let's hear it.
All right. Are all of you from the same department? Same department? All right, wonderful, wonderful. So welcome to our finalists. Thank you very much for joining us. They took a lot of effort to come here today. So basically what will happen is you will be seeing all their action on the screens behind them. You will get to see what they are typing out. You will get to see what they are doing. So potentially we hope it motivates all of you as well to, prompt better, to use LLMs better so they can help you in your daily work as well.
That's right. Okay, but first, how can we start a competition without our national sport? So we have here 3 blind boxes. We're going to invite the 3 finalists to take part in the most traditional of games. Can we, 3 of you, have a round of scissors, paper, stone, decide on the winner to come and draw the box first? Just scissors, paper, stone.
Okay, just scissors, paper. So you just, wherever you are, just put out your hand with scissors, paper or stone. Okay, the winner will get to pick your labubu first.
Okay.
All right, so ready? Scissors, paper, stone.
Okay.
All right, same. Scissors, paper, stone. Oh.
Okay, so between Aniq
Okay, so
Matthew.
Aniq and Matthew. Scissors, paper, stone. Scissors, paper, stone. Okay.
All right, Aniq, let's get first pick.
Okay, you get a nice labubu inside later on. It's a blind box. We love blind boxes somehow now in Singapore. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Matthew.
Matthew, next.
Which one would you like? Please pick one. And we get to unbox it in just a bit as well. So Nicole shared about the power-ups. So the power-ups can be used at tasks 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we'll first see what they have picked for themselves. All right, let's go to Aniq first, Nicole, shall we?
Oh, do you want to, shall we all open it
Open together? Okay, at the same time, sure. All right, so here we go.
Brace your reaction.
Open up, and by the way, it was DIY by the team. So this nice little box that you see here.
Okay, let's see what they drew.
All right, so, okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. One at a time, okay? One at a time.
One at a time. All right, Aniq, what do you draw? Peek. Okay, so Aniq will be able to peek at his finalists, his participants' screen. Yes, that's right.
Okay, so that's peek. Tung Kian has ally.
Ally, where's
so you
your
got to
ally?
pick one expert to join us. Have you identified your expert already? I believe you. So you have. And Matthew has time. All right, so Matthew has time, 90 more seconds to complete the challenge.
That's right. So just a reminder, Aniq, if you are unable to see the screen from there, you can feel free to walk around once you activate the power up. Okay? You can go to their screen and then unplug the HDMI. Okay, kidding. All right, so finalists, if we're all ready, let's jump right into the challenges today. So as promised, you're going to see 6 AI tools in action, and you're going to see in a devastatingly short amount of time. So for the first challenge, we have a task called Let's Go Gai Gai, AI in the name, get it? Okay, so this tool, we will have Transcribe as well as AIBots for this challenge. The judges panel that you see right here, they take 100% of the weightage, and they have 8 minutes to complete the task. Challenge 2 is from Aya to answers. So good. So it's with ISE as well as Pair. Judges, you will account for 100% of the votes, and the finalists have 10 minutes to complete it. Challenge 3, the Great Singapore website. Get it, like Great Singapore Sale, 11/11. Okay, this will be done on Lovable, and the scoring will be done by audience as well as judges, 50-50%. 8 minutes to build this task, to build this website. And finally, number 4, who will you follow? So this is our last challenge of the day. It will be done on Google Flow. The judges will be yourself, the audience, as well as the judges panel. Weightage 50-50% and just 7 minutes to win your hearts. So that is what you're going to see today.
Now, before we dive into the context of the competition, right, what's the scenario? I want to tell our 3 finalists here that you must use your power-ups at the first 3 tasks, all right? At the 4th task, you're not able to use your power-ups anymore, all right? So use it at any time during the first 3 tasks, all right?
Finalists, okay?
So what's the context, Nicole, the scenario for our finals?
Yeah, so we are so thoughtful this year. So this year, since we're opening up to the public, this is our context. Has this ever happened to you? You're in your WhatsApp group chat with your friends and you haven't seen them in ages, barely remember their faces, and you're trying to plan a day out, but every plan gets shut down with the same excuse. Where got time? No money. Too far lah. But Singapore has plenty to do and plenty of vouchers to use. We have the Community Development Council vouchers, CDC vouchers. We have the Singapore Culture Pass, and we have heritage walking trails. So as the unofficial leader of your group chat, you're going to settle it once and for all. You're going to consolidate these initiatives into a free day out. So your friends are about to have the most Singaporean, most subsidized day out ever, powered by vouchers and AI. Yeah, so this is the WhatsApp chat that's trying to, get out of the group and into reality.
All right, so this is the context for the competition. So all 4 tasks will be based on this scenario that Nicole just shared.
So to show you guys the capability of flow, we took one photo of Matt, and this is the video that ensued.
One complaint too hot, one complaint too far. So easy, you plan lah.
This is not how he sounds at all. You'll hear it later.
And that's amazing, right? This is what AI can do, right? So I was talking to Nicole and the team, right? So they generated this using one image. That's it. One still image.
2
and
sentences.
They created this, and at the same time, they use a Singapore accent too.
Yes.
Right? So Alicia was saying that they use heavy Singapore accent.
That's right. So this was just 2 sentences, but I'm sure they will blow our minds later as well. So let's hop right in. Your first task, finalists, is to figure out what the CDC vouchers, SG Culture Pass vouchers, as well as the CDC walking trails are and how to use them. So to that end, you've gathered a bunch of audio clips from official sources and YouTube explainers, and now must consolidate everything into a simple, readable reference document. You will reference this document to respond to your friends' incoming remarks, and the featured tool for this challenge will be Transcribe, as well as AIBots. So at this point, all of the finalists okay, wait, can we show the screen? Okay, in a bit. Okay, so moving on a little more. Again, finalists, here's what you need to do. Number 1, use Transcribe to analyze the audio descriptions on these vouchers. Number 2, bring the content into AIBots Playground, which is the equivalent of ChatGPT here, and use prompt engineering to create a simple, readable reference document. So you will reference this document to respond to your friends later. Then you will stand by for 2 feedback by the judges panel. We have 4 judges, but only 2 feedback for you. So when the judges give you their feedback, you have to digest it, interpret it, and prompt engineer a response into your own chatbot. Sorry, your own chat interface. Okay, so if we are all ready, we have 8 minutes on the clock for this task. But before we start, let me show you, let me get you to hear some of the things that they are transcribing. Perhaps, Aniq, you could play any one of the audio files, just in the middle of the triangle. Yeah, just like somewhere.
配合健康 SG 计划，5个社区发展理事会和政府科技局推出社理会齐步乐探计划，让公众沿着5条步行走道完成数码游戏。
All right. So maybe you can play the next one, just one audio file, so we can get a sense of what to expect. Yeah, just any middle part.
Okay, so that's in green, the green station. We're going to unmute your audio. All right, but basically, to summarize, it's basically instructions in different languages, the different languages that we use here in Singapore. Matthew as well?
Yeah, it's a good way to test their audio also.
Lebih banyak penjimatan dan sokongan untuk keperluan harian anda dengan voucher CDC.
Okay, got it.
Okay, wonderful.
So audience, are you orientated? This is the audio files that they are transcribing. So if we are ready, maybe we shall have 8 minutes on the clock. Finalists, are you all ready? Anyone wants to use a power up?
Power up, Matthew? No?
No.
Kian? No? Power up?
This
nope.
task too
And
easy.
Aniq, you want to use your power up? Nope. Okay, very good.
I want one of the screens.
So don't worry, we will be counting down the timing with you. I will mention the time from time to time so that you're aware of how much time you have left. All right, judges, ready? All right.
Okay, let's have the countdown timer. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's
go. Let's begin. Good luck to our contestants. Now, as we are starting this challenge, right, and our contestants are doing, I just want to mention this one thing, right? You might be thinking in your agency, maybe some of your bosses or some of the different functions, they are saying like, my job scope don't even need LLMs, we don't even need to use AI, right? So a good example is SCDF, right? So they are operational, they are on the ground, hazmat specialists, but here, they're here in the finals, and they're using AI, artificial intelligence, to help them in their line of work. And they may not even necessarily be on the computer because they are operational, right? So this is a good case study that we want to share with all of you a bit more about, how and why you should be using AI in whatever workflow that you are building. All right, so Nicole, let's begin.
All right, so if we can look at Matt's, oh, okay, never mind, he's too fast for me. Oh, okay. So if we can see Matt's screen right now, he's actually breaking down exactly what he wants the transcribe to extract out of the recording. So you can't see it here, but he's asking for the title, the key. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll move on. It's okay. It's good.
They work fast. They work fast, right? They work fast. So you get to see exactly what they are doing, and hopefully it motivates you as to how you can use LLMs better as well.
That's right. So here we have Tung Kian. So Tung Kian is building his context first. As you can see, the first thing that he's decided to have is context. There's a GovTech co-star framework that goes like context, objective, style. So he started with context first, so the LLM will know exactly what he wants and extract the relevant information from the transcribed files. Okay, he's even defined a personality. So let's see if this personality does come out later. So over here at Aniq, he has actually quite a similar structure to Matt. He has decided to lay out exactly what he wants, and I think he's going to duplicate this same prompt across all the 3 files. So Transcribe is a great tool. There's so many great users for it. I've heard of use cases where you upload entire YouTube videos that you're too lazy to watch, and then ask it for a concise summary that benefits you or your work. One of the ways to use it. Otherwise, this is a great way to use it to extract important information. That's great. He's begun to lay out the rules. So this is a really, really good way to ground the model into what not to do. Telling the model what to do and what not to do is equally important. So this is a great pro tip. Don't know if you managed to catch that.
So do we just use the word rules for all LLMs, or how should we best tell them not to do?
Yeah, so the keyword is just do not. So no matter how you name it, it's fine, but he's chosen to name it as is a key rule. So perhaps a better way to have assign more weight to it might to put this to delimiter so the LM knows to pay more attention to it.
I see.
But it's fine. We are moving into this. So Tung Kian actually restructured it a little bit. He's gonna move the second line here as a style, as what it is. So this will be his prompt. He's going to bring it over soon. Finalists, we are at 5-minute mark.
All right, 5 minutes remaining.
And then here...
Actually, Matthew from HTB.
Yes, so what Matthew is going to do is he's already given context of what he is. So remember, at the heart of this task, right, we are people that don't know what is CDC, don't know what's Walking Trail, and don't know what's SG Culture Pass. So his context here is you are now actually an expert at all of these items, and you're going to consolidate them beautifully. So what he's doing right now is really, really beautiful. So when you are so particular with how you want the AI to output, it will definitely follow your instructions very closely. So you don't have to keep iterating. He is defining exactly what he wants to see. So we'll leave him to it. Let's see what the other 2 are doing.
I just want to latch on what Nicole mentioned, right? SG Culture Pass, assuming that you don't know. Do you all know what's SG Culture Pass? Singaporeans above 21 years old, you get $100 that you can use already to visit museums, and you can use for arts and cultural activities that are approved and in the list as well. So that's for the context of the SG Culture Pass for this.
That's right. So if you don't know what's SG Culture Pass, it's okay. By today, you will know. You will find out firsthand together. I also haven't used. Okay, so these are the tasks that he has in mind. I cannot really extract what he's trying to do right now. Maybe he'll surprise us, okay? We're going to see a lot of emojis here. All right. So Aniq has now begun to use our playground bot. So for those of us who have never used this bot before, it is actually one of our top government AI tools. And on top of, I don't know if you can see it here. So right now he's choosing to use Google Gemini 2.0, but AIBots also has ChatGPT, it also has Claude Sonnet. You can choose the model that you want. He's going with Google Gemini. Maybe you can ask him why this model in particular later.
And Nicole, can I ask you a bit more? Because when you started the competition 2 years ago, right? There's only one single model.
Yes.
Right, but today, look how it's evolved, and you can choose from so many models. So can you share with us the evolution of the entire
Okay.
journey.
Oh, yeah, happy to. So I think for the most part, GPT is a very reliable general purpose model, right? Royston, OpenAI. But it's always good to have a bit of competition. So we have heard that Gemini is better at creative tasks, and definitely Google's Flow is a revolutionary video generation tool. So maybe that's what it's best at. We've also understand that actually this model that Matt is using, Anthropic Claude, is actually better at coding and data-related tasks. So it really depends on what you're trying to do, and you choose the appropriate model to ground it. So we have two. It's really, really nice that we have two different showings here. We have Gemini as well as Claude. So let's see what Tung Kian will choose for his.
I saw this word. What is this word, Nicole? Does it help?
Need to ask him, sir.
Okay, later we will find out what is that. I don't want to say the word now for other contestants to hear, but later on I want to catch on that word.
Yes, we'll ask him later. Okay, so okay, we're still at Transcribe. Okay, so this particular tool, AIBots. So I don't know if you guys have tried it, but as of mid of this year, it can now generate diagrams as well. So you can use this to generate flow charts, permit diagrams, quite a bunch of great options. We will be able to see him do it soon. Okay, now he's choosing the model. Okay, so these are all the models that he has. Oh, okay. Oh, influenced. I talk too much. Okay, so now the new model he's choosing is the Claude Sonnet 4.5. And oh, okay. I try not to say all this keyword, but this is a nice little addition. So we'll see if the flowchart manages to output that. Okay.
Fantastic. Interesting. All right, so a good way to use LLMs, or rather, there are many different ways to use large language models, right, in your line of work, right? So the way I do it is I just input one sentence, they give me results, I will iterate from there, right? But the other way to do it is a very nice structure like what you see here, right? You have the entire framework, or what Nicole called the CoStar framework. So if you're just new to this, later on you can do an online search about what CoStar framework is all about, or put it into LLM and let them feedback to all of you so that you can structure your instructions very, very clearly.
Finalists, you now have less than 45 seconds, so stand by. So to the audience, in case all of the action was too much to digest, let me briefly explain what's going to happen. So later on, we will see 3 reports by the 3 finalists on stage.
30 seconds.
And what we will do is ask the judges to give us 1 remark that our finalists will digest and put it into their chat. Okay?
All right, finalists, you got to hands off in 20 seconds. All right, please stand by. Hands off in 20 seconds, finalists. The time is 12 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Let's give them a big hand, everybody.
All right.
Well done.
Yes, we've reached the end.
Wonderful. I love the support from the audience members.
Yes.
Okay, what's the next step, Nicole?
Oh wait, I want to point out that Tung Kian actually submitted it at the last second, playing with fire, but it's okay, we got SCDF. Okay, so let's see what we have. Maybe we could go to Aniq first. He could just give a 1-second pitch to the judges on his thinking process and what he did to get here.
Ready? Wait for mic. So essentially, the task is for us to craft a message, a WhatsApp message for our friends. So that's basically what I entered into the playground route, especially from info that we have extracted from Transcribe. It's to provide that data set that AIBots will refer and create your specific message. So what I've gone with is a very casual, formal, casual, short and sweet tone suitable for WhatsApp. And since the task requires us to add visual diagrams as well. This is the visual diagrams for each initiative. So for CDC Vouchers, the SG Culture Pass, as well as the CDC Walking Trails, there are just flowcharts for each of them. And this will be sent to WhatsApp. And yeah, it's very casual and easy to use on WhatsApp.
All right, thank you, Aniq.
Wow, well done. Okay, so Tung Kian, before we get to you, right, can you share a bit more about ASCII Arts? What's a bit more about that? What kind of instructions is that?
Okay, so because this task requires us to generate a report that is casual and will entice our friends to explore Singapore using these 3 SG perks. So I wanted the report to be a bit more casual and friendly to the person who reads it. Yeah, so, and because Playground Bot can't generate images per se. So I thought of using pixel art, ST art, or emojis. It's a bit dangerous to make it let it generate real art. So I tried to use ST art, and then I delineate the amount of context it needs to generate each time to make sure the outputs will be more accurate.
I see, I see. Okay, understand. Interesting. Okay, you want to give a quick pitch about what you have done?
Okay, so to entice my group of friends, I'm a bit older than them, right? So my friends generally are all people with families and children. So you want them to be interested to just quickly look through. And as parents, right, we want to know what is it. See, there's a little girl there. Hello. Yeah. So in the summary, so we summarize the perks that are available, right, across all the CDC vouchers, culture pass, and the walking trails. And then as parents, I think what we want to know is what do the perks do? So a quick summary of the perks. What can you do? How can you use them? Right. Then, of course, as parents, you also want to know what you can use the perks for. Right, so this is a suggested day out, which integrates in everything from the CDC vouchers to the walking trails to the SG Culture Pass. So it gives you a proposed itinerary which you can bring your family through, right, including where to eat, then where to use the vouchers, how you can earn money also, and then of course your perfect day out. So in summary is this. Then the kids will look at it, hey, look, very happy, very happy. Then there's a skyline of Singapore to close it up. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Kian, thank you very much. Okay, we can move on now to Matthew. So Matthew, if you can share with us, going to bring up the blue screen. Okay, Matthew, please.
Yeah, hi. So for my thought process, actually, since this is a two-part, right, there's one part is to summarize the transcribe, and then the second one is to put in the report. So actually, transcribe is fairly straightforward. Three recordings to summarize. I used a very similar prompt for all, but actually, you see this structure over here kind of guides the information produced from transcribe, and it's really in a very report-friendly format. And these tips and tricks, FAQs, for example, kind of point the AI in the later stages what to do. And we also have any remaining information in case it's missed out in the transcription. Yeah. So for the second part, for the guide, I think similar approaches where it's a casual report meant for friends. So there's some indication of tone, using casual Singaporean audience, informal tone with Singlish phrases and emojis. But I think the important thing for this was that the report has I introduced a persona, Singaporean experience planner, marketing expert, visual artist, and framed the context very well for the AI on what are the 3 voucher schemes, because it might not be able to infer directly from the information provided. So it framed the context quite well and provide the task as well. I think the important thing here is a very clear structure to the report, as well as the types of diagrams that I wanted for each section. So I think some of them might notice just now, while I was typing this vigorously, I also asked the bot just now to generate a color palette, and then I used that color palette, warm, vintage, and just a few keywords to actually go through all the diagrams. So I start with this nice flowchart of the 3 different voucher schemes and what you might expect from the voucher schemes, followed by 3 sections on each one of the voucher schemes in detail. So a summary first, also using emojis and very fun, playful language to engage. And you see the beautiful flowcharts in a nice color scheme, because otherwise AIBots will just generate a very boring blue color flowchart for you. Yeah. So I think this is all quite clear. You can look into it in detail. Voucher amount enough? Yes, 100 or less, or no more than 100. Enjoy your event, have fun with a party emoji. And you see some things that I didn't put in directly, for example, like pro tips and common questions. This actually came about as a result of my earlier prompt in Transcribe, extracting this information from the data set, and this AI actually knows to integrate that into the report, even though I didn't prompt it directly. Yeah. So it's a very similar thing for CDC vouchers, walking trails as well. And because the diagrams are quite limited in AIBots, so I actually use this Git structure diagram I was playing with it to imitate a kind of walking trail map that is generated for users. So you can see the four different walking trails here on the map. Yeah, and at the end, just a summary with the tips again, and some reasons why you want to use the schemes, and also the final words in the report. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much, Matthew.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to move into the second part of the task where we ask the judges for their feedback. So maybe we can have all three finalists back onto the chat that they used. Wait, whose screen is this? Maybe Aniq back to the playground
Right, so you see
chat.
all three screens behind us.
Playground chat. Okay,
Okay, so we're going to get that up in just a bit.
yeah, so we'll still have one finalist screen casted, each of them.
Yeah, so different screens. We'll show all their screens on the backdrop behind us.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, so what is going to happen now is the judges is going to role play as their friends. Okay, judges, I just need the first feedback. What would you like to say about all the lengthy reports you are seeing?
So then, contestants, finalists, you got to enter what they said. All right?
Don't press enter yet, but yeah, enter what it. Okay.
So who's going to, Venice? Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yes.
So it's going to be raining today. How should we change our plans?
Okay, so what she has said is, it's raining today, how should we change the plans? But you have to interpret what she said and get the LM to give you an answer. Okay, it's raining today. What? It's raining today.
Well, how do we change our plans?
How do you change our plans?
Yep. So don't press enter first. We'll press enter together, but you can just type out first.
So they're going to live prompt engineer what they would say.
Based on their bot. All right, so they've already created a very nice bot, which all of you can be creating as well using AIBots. Okay, you can see Matthew is already typing. Tung Kian is here as well. And also,
yes,
Aniq is also typing out something as well. So we'll just leave them to type. And then we will ask them to press enter so our judges can take a look at how well their bot does so that they can judge effectively.
That's right. So what is happening is they are now the AI, okay, and they have to digest what was said, interpret it, and give her a good answer that belongs as a WhatsApp text. So finalists, please take note, how long should a WhatsApp text be? Don't be so long that they just close your chat. Okay, so
well, that's a very important thing, right? Because some of what we've seen so far is pages they have to keep scrolling. But you send a WhatsApp message to your friends, it needs to be concise.
So they should be able to narrate it, and you should be like, okay lah, maybe I go out today, bah. Okay, so let's see. We have one here from Aniq who's live prompt engineering it now. He has actually dictated exactly how he wants the response to be. He even indicated the platform as a reference. Okay, we'll let him run this. Okay.
Same for Tung Kian as well. So it's also here.
Exactly.
Right. So they're typing. Okay, we're going to take a look at Matthew's. Okay, so he's going to bring it up. He's going to...
Don't press it. Oh.
Matthew's already done. Oh wait, don't press enter, but it's okay. It's fine. All right, we just leave it there as it generates. Okay, we just leave it there for a bit. Okay, so... Aniq, you're done? Okay, Aniq's done. So that leaves Tung Kian.
Okay, you go first. You can press enter.
Okay, so Aniq will press enter now. So since they have already pressed entered, we can digest a little bit of what Tung Kian is doing. So you generate a WhatsApp style message for my reply. In your generation, acknowledge my friend's question and provide a suggestion. And he talked about the length, right? Nicole, you were saying about the length. No more than 100 words in length.
That's right. So everything is determined already. But since Matt's one is ready, let's take a look at this. So do you see this as a real WhatsApp message you would send? Yes. Good. Okay.
Okay, we need mic for blue. Okay.
They have no mic. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you want to say something? Yes.
So I explained my thought process, right? Yeah, so I think it's firstly the problem that, oh, my plans were changed. I think the current bot doesn't know what your plans are, right? So I did have to tell it, I didn't make up a whole itinerary, but I did tell it that we are in the central area and my friends are already on the way, so you have to start focusing in the central area. And then I also gave it some context to say, because it might not necessarily know what raining heavily means. Like maybe it thinks you want like wet activities outside, right? So I suggested that we want indoor activities and those maybe near public transport nodes. So I think it's very focused on that. You can see the replies are activities near the MRT, indoor activities, and of course a very short descriptor of the format that we have like 2 sentences and a point form itinerary. So I think this is very easily pasted into the WhatsApp chat. Of course, maybe slight changes for the context of the conversation, but I think this is a very usable message. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Nicole, over to you.
Right. Okay, so here we have our next one. Can we look at your prompt? So what Bernice said was, it's raining. How can I change my plans? So this was what he ingested and interpreted from it. He's asked okay, maybe I'll let you walk through this, just 30 seconds.
Sure.
So basically, I just kept it simple because I wanted my output to be a simple WhatsApp reply for my friends. So I kept the prompt simple to interpret whatever the judge requires us to do. And this is what the output gave us. So definitely a WhatsApp suitable reply for each initiative, including emojis for your friends to actually get enticed into reading it. And all the data sets already included in the playground bot, so I do not have to specify extracting individual plans. You just have to say the keyword wet weather, and they will filter out plans that are suitable for wet weather. And this is perfect for WhatsApp. Yep.
Hey, nice job. Okay, so Aniq and Matt have very young friends. Let's see how Tung fares with...
Oh no.
Okay. Let's look at yours.
Yeah. Okay, so reply or the prompt?
Okay, do you have the reply already? Maybe we take a look at both side by side, then the judges can look at both.
Okay.
Okay, so let's take a look. Right side, the prompt. Left side, we got the reply.
Yeah, so I think in structuring the prompt for the bot, I think what I want to do is tell it the context and what it needs to do. So because it's WhatsApp style, it must be short. Then I think I also need information also. And of course, I think there's all the standard WhatsApp formatting like bold, italics, quotations, emojis, and things like that. So I put it all in together. And I use the delimiters to put in the inputs based on the judges' questions. Because if they ask another question, I can just change the judges' questions in these delimiters, and I can reuse this prompt again. So there's reusability. So this is the response. So it's a very casual response because it's a reply to a friend, right? So hey, raining, no worries, right? It's an indoor-friendly alternative. Yeah, so Fort Canning route, sheltered walkways, museums. Then when the rain gets lighter, you can complete checkpoints under cover. Then lunch, you can go to the nearby hawker center. You can book the museum tour and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Nice. Right.
So our older generation like to use CDC vouchers a lot.
Not older generation.
And,
not as young.
Not as young. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kian. So, Bernice, does that answer? Do you now know what to do on a rainy day? Yes. 3 sets of plans. Could we have the second question from the... Okay,
yeah.
fine.
Okay, Dr. Yap.
Sure, okay. There's no one to look after my fur kid. I need to bring along my corgi. Is that possible?
Okay, so you're gonna bring along your collie, your dog along for this whatever tour that you are doing. So let's start your prompt now. There's nobody to look after your fur kid, and you're gonna bring your collie along, or rather, your friend wants to bring their collie along. So let's take a look at this prompt that they're gonna be doing. So here we go.
So as Tung shared earlier, he's created a template. So all he has to do is to replace the text within the backticks and he's done. He can go out and take a bio break already. Okay, let's see what Matt is doing. So he's giving the context to the LLM. Let's see, I have a call, okay.
Is it a collie or corgi? Collie.
Corgi, right?
It's a collie, okay? The breed is collie. C-O-L-L-I-E. Oh, corgi.
Yeah.
Corgi. Oh, no, collie. I heard collie. Okay, corgi. Okay, got it. Corgi.
Okay, so Matt, the LLM, is now trying to find his priorities for you. So let's see what we have.
So it's corgi, yeah?
Yeah.
C-O-R-G-I-E. Not collie. Corgi.
Yeah.
The breed is corgi. Okay, so, well, you can see their prompts now. So, okay, Aniq is done. All right, so Tung is done as well. So that leaves Matthew. So maybe you can start with Aniq first.
All right, sure. Let's wait for...
Oh, he's generating. Okay, so...
Would you like to...
Tung, can you share with us?
Yes,
30 seconds.
So I reused my original prompt because I already set the context for the bot in the prompt. So I changed the question in the delimiters. So this is the output. Yes, walking trails at CDC. Yes, outdoor versions, Little Guilin area. Personally, I've been there before and it's really nice. Yeah, you can bring your dog and your dog will enjoy the walk. Then along the way, you can have a lot of things to take pictures, you can eat and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so what about Aniq? What was your prompt? The one that you interpreted? Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Fairly similar to my the first task. So my friend wants to bring along a corgi, And I asked the chatbot to actually generate a friendly WhatsApp response and provide examples for places where the corgi can be brought along. So unfortunately, only the SG Culture Pass does not allow that because most of the activities are in museums or indoor places. But my chatbot also manages to summarize the best bet, and it's CDC walking trails. You can see this in caps, perfect for corgi, because you'll be walking along the trails along with your corgi, and there's no worry about security chasing your dog out or anything like that. So yeah, perfect for WhatsApp.
Interesting, it's called CDC walking trails. Nice. Okay, so let's move on to next. Okay, Matthew.
Yeah, so for my answer, I did quite a similar approach to my previous one in terms of setting the context and the parameters. And I think the important thing is really telling the AI things that it might not really know. For example, like, oh, I have a dog, right? But what places are pet-friendly, what places are not pet-friendly? So I nudged it in the right direction by saying pet-friendly itinerary, but I also specified, if the place doesn't, if you're not sure if the place allows dogs, like, don't suggest it, because the information is not in the database, right? Whether or not a place is pet-friendly. And I said prioritize outdoor locations and focusing on the northeast area to give it a sense of maybe where you want to go. Like you don't want to bring your dog from Punggol all the way to Jurong East. Yeah, so, and I also said to think of pet owners' priorities in case there's anything that I miss. I don't own a dog, so I don't know. But I told the AI, think of it and try and incorporate it in the answer. So you can see it actually produces the answer quite well. A full itinerary that is outdoor in Punggol Waterway, and then some pro tips, extra tips for a dog owner, what they might want on a day out. So I think this message can directly copy-paste into a WhatsApp chat actually for a friend.
All right, thank you very much. Pro tips as well, included in there as well. Great.
Yeah, these are 3 very useful friends you want in your friend group. Okay, so judges, maybe for now, could we have 1 or 2 comments on their performance?
Tung Kian?
Oh, I think he went ahead.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No worries. Judges, anyone would like to provide some comments?
Yeah, sure. I think one of the hardest things about being a judge at Prompt Royale is always the responses are always fantastic. So it's very hard to pick one, right? Especially like this task is complicated because there's a lot of things they need to do, and all of them all have very different approaches, but all have their own very unique thought processes. It is very interesting if you look at the way they took the feedback and then tried to get it to regenerate the answers. And actually, they kind of all work out quite well, right? So I think a lot of this will really boil down to whose WhatsApp group is more prefers which style, basically, right? Yeah.
Great, Royston, you got anything to add?
I think I like how some of these responses I can already see this is what I would like to receive, and so for me, I'm using that frame on top of looking at the prompting style to understand what I consider a winning entry out of this one.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Any more comments? If not, we go into scoring. Okay, so rest of the audience can get your cameras out already. Judges, if we're all ready, I'll count you down 5 seconds. You raise the pedal color of your choice. Are we ready? Do we have a decision? Okay, ready?
Here we go.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Let's take a look who is our winner.
Also balanced.
Wow, very mixed. Okay, so 1 vote for Matthew, 1 vote for Tung Kian, 2 votes for Aniq.
That's
well
right.
done.
All right, so taking the lead for now is Aniq. We're going to update the scoreboard in a bit, but Aniq, anything to say for your fans right here?
Is that your kid, by the way, Aniq?
Yes.
Oh, wow. How old is your kid?
Turning 1 soon.
Turning 1 soon, wow. So the youngest supporter in the house. Education, AI education starts young, okay? All right, very important.
Okay.
So yeah, I appreciate the support from my family and my friends. Appreciate the judges scoring as well. But this is just the start, so we'll end the task. We'll end the whole Prompt Royale challenge on a high, hopefully. Yeah.
Oh.
Very good.
Thank you.
We have the scores. Let's take a look. We're going to bring it up on screen. So let's see. Right now, Aniq has 6 points from 2 votes. Tung Kian has 4 points, and Matthew has 4 points as well. Let's give them a big hand after round 1. Good job.
Yes, okay. But this is just the start. We have 3 more tasks to go. So if we're all ready, let's look at task 2.
All right, task 2. Let's see. Nicole, can you walk us through what we're going to do?
Yes, okay. Let me get the slides up in a bit.
Okay, it's called From Ayah to Answers. So that's task 2.
That's right. So again, one picture of Tung Kian. We didn't really ask for his permission, but here he is to walk you through the task.
Wah, CDC voucher again, ah. Shiok lah. Yay!
Absolutely amazing what these LMs can be doing nowadays, right?
Yes, okay. So after a long day of being a customer service officer to your friends, you've decided enough. It's time to automate the entire process. You are going to pull together all the vendors and activities across the CDC, SG Culture Pass, as well as the CDC walking trails, and set out to build a simple recommendation chatbot that can suggest the perfect day out based on what your friends like. The two tools we'll be featuring for this challenge is iSay, which is an OCR tool, and Pair, which is a cloud equivalent for public sector. And again, to the finalists, here's what you need to do. You're going to open iSay first, preload the files, and use it to digitize brochures, PDFs, as well as event flyers. After that, once iSay turns into Excel, you will then import the content into your Pair assistant. You will then build your Pair assistant accordingly with your own instructions. And finally, ensure that your assistant can provide tailored adventures, because our judges will be asking their questions directly to your Pair assistants. All right? So if we are ready, we actually have 10 minutes for this slightly more complicated task. Finalists, would anyone like to use your power-ups at this point?
All right, Matthew wants to use his power-up, so he has an extra 90 seconds.
Okay, anyone else? No. All right, okay, so let's have 10 minutes on the clock, and let's have all three of their screens up.
All right, we're going to bring up their screens. 10 minutes is the timing for this task. So once we are ready,
let's begin. Okay, so the website you're looking at right now is called iSay. iSay is GovTech's OCR tool. It's a wordplay on the word iSay. If you scroll all the way down to iSay, it will say, you got question, don't say, ask me. So it's quite a punny little line. What it can do is extract information. So the data label is what it's the column title. So this is the first line of text. He's laying out what he wants to see in his Excel. We have another way to use iSay as well. There's an AI generator. So here, Matthew is building his prompt on how to solve it. The following is okay. Yes, okay. So he's trying to find a uniform set of information. So just for context, the items that we uploaded here, they are brochures, they are FAQs, they are screenshots of websites. So they are not uniform. Information that is here might not be here, might not be here. So now he's trying to see if he can consolidate them all by listing exactly what he wants. So this is his prompt. Let's see what...
So Nicole, earlier on, Patricia on the panel mentioned that iSay is by invite right now.
Oh, yes. So for iSay, you just have to request that you'd like access, and we generally will just grant it to you.
Okay, cool.
By
Good
access.
to know. Good to know.
So after today, hopefully we'll see a spike in requests for iSay. Okay, so challenge 2. Over here, we already see Tung trying to build the framework again. So always we start with context. The next thing that might happen might be objective, if not style. We'll see what he does later. But he's already set a personality for how he wants the chatbot to behave. Oh, wow, Aniq, he flying by. Okay, so he has also determined the things that he's looking for, all of the headers right here, course, location, eligibility. I think okay, wait, let me see. Yeah, okay. So Pair Assistant is essentially our equivalent of custom GPTs. You can build your own custom GPT. You can feed it context. You can give it a personality. Okay. So he's using it to find prompts for iSay itself.
Interesting. You use the LMs to give you accurate prompts, perhaps.
Yes. So. Yes, so as correctly guessed, he's now moving on from the framework, from context to objective. The next few ones that we have in the GovTech Co-Star framework will be style, tone, audience, and response. But of course, you don't need all the pillars depending on the complexity of your task. Let's see how Matt is doing. Matt is gonna use a prompt builder. So he has built out here exactly what he's looking for, and he's gonna label the fields right now. Labeling the fields, yes, he's labeling it. So again, I say takes any handwritten documents that you have, it takes receipts, it takes brochures, and it helps you convert it into a CSV file. One of the great things that we can do with it that I've heard from Tung Kian is that he's uploaded he's a principal at Compassville Secondary. So I think he's uploaded a cohort of his school students and their compositions into iSay and have it generate personalized feedback for every single person. And
that's smart. Okay.
Yeah, and I think he said it only costs 15 million tokens. So easy. Yeah, we pay ma. Okay, but it's fine.
Wait, 15 million tokens. Okay.
Sorry. How many? Yeah.
Okay, so we don't disturb him for now. Okay, he's hard at work. Okay, 6 minutes 20 seconds remaining. Okay, contestants.
But that's one of the great ways to use iSay. So iSay is fantastic at deciphering handwriting. The first time I saw it in action, I saw handwriting that I, as a human, would just throw away. But iSay is able to understand it and convert it into an Excel-ready piece of document.
So that means I'm sure they will be able to understand doctor's prescription.
No problem at all. Yeah. So over here, yeah, okay. So he has moved on to style. He's already decided the style that he wants the assistant to interact with. Not sure why specifically this. We can ask him later.
Okay.
And let's see. Okay, it's taking a while. We'll move on. So this is a great thing to do. I think one of the things that we hope to get out of this challenge is that you, the judges, can be invited into a conversation with the chatbot. And of course, the easy way to do it is to have the first conversation starter to be a question mark. But otherwise, let's see what this churns out for us. Finalists, we have about 5 minutes.
And 17 seconds. With the exception of Matthew, he has the power up. So an additional 90 seconds after.
That's right. So, okay, I understand what he's doing now. Okay, so Aniq is asking Pair, which is also another tool that we have to create, to extract what he's looking for. Create an extraction tool.
So in a way, this is how you can be using it, right? You can give prompts to help you prompt better. So essentially, that's what he's doing, Aniq is doing there.
Okay, so he's created. Never mind. Got too excited. Okay, I'll just stay around here. But essentially, what they would have to do next is to build their own.
Okay, we will get there in a bit. Okay, this image is very stable because he got a framework here, right?
Yes. Okay. So this is actually what he has defined that the output must be. These are the key pillars that it must have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think he's still going to go on a bit more. Yeah, this is going to be a very naggy chatbot. Okay, let's see that one.
We'll see, right? We'll see.
Yeah, principle ma. Okay.
Well, but you can technically concise the results, right?
It's true, with a very simple prompt. Yeah. Okay, but it's okay, that's his personality. Okay, so we have a new personality here, okay, for the judges to try out later. I'll try not to say it out, but yeah, okay. Let's see how someone this age communicates with us. Okay.
On WhatsApp.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see.
So Nicole, earlier on you mentioned you don't have to use all the co-star, right? You don't have to use everything, right? In this case. So what do you recommend is the minimum that we need in the co-star framework?
Context and objective.
So the core part, okay, yes, of co-star.
But another great way to approach it is to use one-shot or few-shot prompting. So if you have like gold star examples that you have already, you can just give it to the LLM. LLMs are great at pattern recognition, so it can recreate it very, very easily. For instance, my way of doing this might have been to find a perfect chatbot and tell it to recreate it based on this as a reference. Then that will get me there way, way, way quicker.
I see.
But this is better because at least if there's any points of failure, you know exactly where it is. Okay, so we are still at iSay here. But he has already begun to extract out the information that he wants. So that's Aniq right here.
All right, 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining, contestants. Do take note of the time. All right, we are 75% there. Final home stretch, 25% of the time left, 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, so judges, maybe you can already begin to think of the question that you would like to pose to the 3 chatbots that you see on stage very, very soon. So what's going to happen later is that we're going to load the 3 chatbots on stage. The judge will ask 1 question each, and they will key it exactly into the chatbot. So unlike the exercise earlier, where they prompt engineer a response, they have to type your comments in verbatim. Okay, let's look at this. So this is the interface for a custom assistant on Pair. As you can see, whatever he's typing out there comes out here in a live mockup. And that will be the title of the bot, and this is the description. Later on, we'll see more things that he can do. But this is where he faces his instruction, how he wants the assistant to behave. Here is where he uploads his knowledge base, which should be, okay, yeah. That document that we extracted from our OCR too. So these are the qualifying merchants in the area. In case like the judges really want to go somewhere after this, right? You can say like, I stay at Punggol. Now what? Okay. Then these are the conversation starters. So this is so great. Whatever you type here immediately is reflected there. So on Pair, you have a maximum of 4, no minimum. But this is great because there's a lot of Pair assistants that we built, and this helps you orientate with what your bot can do without boring you with the technical details. Like maybe I won't read a README and I won't read documentation, but I will read that and know, okay, this bot can recommend a walking trail at CDC. So this is a great, easy to use experience for the user. We'll see if Matt and Aniq have the same approach. Oh, okay, great. So Matt has begun to lay out alternate what do you call this? Decisioning for the model. So when the user asks off-topic questions, they have to redirect it back. This is great. This is a great way to have a light guardrail on top of your chatbot. So you don't want to ask the chatbot, so how can I make macaroni? It shouldn't answer you.
All right, 25 seconds remaining. So on that note about guardrails, right? So is it foolproof? If you tell don't do this, is it foolproof 100%? What do you think?
I have the perfect response to that, which is we guardrailed AIBots to not generate images. But as we clearly saw, Tung still managed to get it to generate a different kind of image. So it depends a lot on how creative the user is in bypassing it. Okay.
Okay, time's up. Aniq and Tung Kian, so hands up. 90 seconds more for Matt. So we're going to have the clock here running down.
That's right. Okay, so we have the first one from Aniq here, SG Concierge. Okay, great. Okay, he's gonna create it now. Sorry, can you open your
assistant?
Okay, so judges, do we have a first question? Anyone would like to go first?
He has 90 seconds more.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, you wait for him? Okay, sure. Okay,
sure.
we'll wait for Matthew. So he has 1 more minute, Matthew. 1 minute more. All right, before you start to show everybody the work. That's because he's using the power-up currently, which is the time, 90 seconds more.
Yes, no worries. Maybe we can split the time. Aniq, would you like to take 30 seconds to introduce your chatbot to us?
So we have all generated a pair assistant to help us tailor activities that we are interested in. So I've gone for a local flavor to it. It's called SG Concierge. So if, let's say, you stumble across this pair assistant and you're asking for route recommendations or where to use your CDC vouchers, this is your one-stop chatbot where you can just ask anything. So even if someone who comes across this and is like wondering what to do in Malaysia, for example, my chatbot has guardrails to prevent them from answering wrongly. So for example, if you ask like, what can I do for a day out in Malaysia? It won't answer like, you can go to South Key, Mid Valley. You will just tailor to what a local context. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Aniq. Tung Kian, very quickly. All right, so Green is going to be talking. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So similar to what Aniq shared, I think we built the chatbot such that you will recommend based on the user's preferences, food, budget, activity experience type, indoor, outdoors, and things like that. So as much as possible, when I scoped the instructions for the bot, I also wanted it to give an overview of the day's programs, the itinerary, and what to expect. And then as parents, right, what items to bring along. Because sometimes if you're outdoors and if it rains and you're caught out in the trail, then you're stuck. Yeah, so these are some additional value add for the bot in the response.
Nicole says it's a very Chonghui way, but I mean, from the perspective of a principal, you need to bring umbrella, make sure all the kids are taken care of, right? So, you know, thinking from the principal's perspective. Okay, Matthew, can you briefly share your bot?
Yeah, so again, two-part assignment. I just want to briefly touch on my ISA portion a bit, because actually we're provided with a very large series of documents, various documents, and I identified that there were actually two types of documents here. One is the information about the schemes, and the second one is actually information on the activities that's available with the different schemes. So I actually separated it into two different ISA operations with a different prompt and different output for both of them, so the data is a lot cleaner. As for the bot itself, I chose this personality called Auntie Cindy for CDC Vouchers, and she's, I think, very personable. I think you'll see the prompt. I wrote a few things to guide the personality in a way, and I think you can see the bot in action later on. So I think this creates a very relatable personality that dispenses advice and information to the younger generation, but not forgetting the prompt, the bot basics. So of course the context setting and the information and the knowledge base that I have put into the bot instructions as well. I think there's also a lot of guides on the the form of the output as well as the style and the tone. I do want to point out that actually with the assistant, pair assistants, there's actually a new built assistant helper function. I'm not sure if the other two used that, I wasn't looking, which actually generates a lot of instructions that are advisable for regular bots, but I think I didn't want to rely on that because you have a bit less control. What I wanted to do was really, you see, half of my prompt is just the personality and the context, because I feel like this is actually really doing the big heavy lifting for the prompt. I think you'll see the outputs later on. Hopefully it turns out well. And the answer format is quite simple. It's just, I think, a kind of like decision tree type of answer format for different types of data, and some clear directions and guardrails in the event that there's any off-topic questions. Yeah.
So I like this sentence, right? Your friends call you CDC Cindy because of your extreme knowledge on vouchers. So I like that sentence a lot, right? So a bit of context for the LRM.
Yes, I like one of the conversation starters right there also. That if we have time, we can click on it. Okay, judges, could we have one question?
Question.
So, I'm in a group of 4 friends. One of us has a car and likes to drive. The other 2 love to walk and won't join unless it involves being active. And the 4th one needs to have good coffee at some point during the day.
Okay, so
help me find something.
So just for our friends to type in, right? You have to type in. So this is verbatim, right? Okay, so 4 friends. Okay, one of us has a car and likes to drive. 2 likes to...
They need to walk.
2 needs to walk.
1 likes
all right,
to drive.
That means 1 car, 2 needs to walk, and the last one needs to have coffee.
Yes.
Okay, wait. They are not all uniform. Hang on.
Oh, must be the same. Must exactly be the same. Okay, so sorry. Sorry, can we repeat that slowly? Maybe a line at a time.
Sure. We are a group of 4 friends.
Okay, so let's do that first. We are a group of 4 friends.
One has a car.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. We need to take it slow here. We are a group of 4 friends. Okay, all good? Second line?
One has a car and wants to drive.
Okay, one has a car and wants to drive. Hold on, okay.
2 like to walk.
2 likes to walk. Okay.
And 1 needs to have good coffee.
I would leave this group chat, man. It's just too much work.
Dysfunctional group, you know. This one, like, hey, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna drive? No, I want to walk. No, I need coffee. No, I want tea.
Stay home, stay home.
Anything else? Is this the end of it?
That's the end.
Okay, that's the end of it. Okay, great. So, shall we press enter? All right, so here we go. Let's enter. All right, all the best. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the results. Oh, so it's coming out. Very good. So who do you want to start first? Nicole, who do you want to start with first?
Oh, okay. Let me see. For the most part, I think for Aniq one, it's still doing a bit more like fact-finding. But what else do you want? Where do you stay? So it's giving you another question in return. Would you like to follow up on this conversation to get a sharper response? Or can he just present off this?
He can present off it.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I guess that applies for all our contestants as well. So maybe Aniq can show your results first.
Okay, so...
Do you want to share a bit more about it as well?
Yes, sure. So this is my results. Not exactly what I expected. I'm not sure if it has to do with the question or maybe there's not enough guardrails, but it still answers the question somewhat in some form of context. So it has location preferences, and then it prompts you with more questions like any particular region of Singapore you'd like to explore. And then based on the coffee, there's instructions as well. There's prompts for you to, whether you want good food and coffee. There's also suggestions based on each initiative. So, but it's not exactly specific to it yet. Maybe there might be, it might require like follow-up questions. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Tung Kian?
I think similar. So it's a very complicated day out program to plan. But I think the bot probes the user for a bit more. So great that there's a car, so you can access any of the 5 trails. You like to walk, yes, so fantastic. Then they will check with you about the trails. And then, yeah, so one needs to have good coffee and food. So what do you want to do? So you can reach many of the best coffee spots. So I think it needs a bit more information for it to recommend the best day out itinerary for you.
Okay, thank you very much, Matthew.
Yeah, so you can see in my response, I think the personality really shines through that I ascribe to the bot now. So she's friendly, she introduces herself, which is part of my prompt, and she takes in the suggestions and the parameters from the chat and suggests a very clear itinerary. She even says, for walking friends, we try the walking trails, but your driver can drop you at all the starting points. And Coffee Lover suggests some coffee areas nearby and gives some tips on budget-conscious planning as well. So I think I also want to highlight here my thinking with the bot again. I said I try to avoid the very excessive parameters. It looks like the personality is very fluffy, but actually every sentence here I think carries a lot of weight. It does a lot of work. So for example, even just saying oh, your name is Cindy, but your friends call you CDC Cindy, it imparts a personality that, she's very sociable, she's part of the friend group, she's willing to, meet everyone halfway in terms of all their preferences. And I think this is a bit underrated. I feel like people often very technical with AI prompting, but actually all these fluffy sentences actually do help a lot in guiding the AI to where you want. And I think that's what I was trying to do here.
Okay, thank you very much, Matthew.
That's a great pro tip. Okay, and I think that is the only one that actually successfully gave you something to do. Although it just says your driver friend can drop you off, but then at least it tries to answer the task.
Drop you off and then bye-bye, take care.
Right, continue driving. All right, so next judge, would you like to fresh chat or continue this one?
Let's continue this.
Let's continue.
I'm very interested to see what happens when we do this.
Okay.
Okay, so the exact text will be, forget it.
Okay.
Forget it, everybody.
Comma, too boring. Let's go, JB.
So now we know what he likes to do. Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's
okay. Let's enter. Here we go. Let's see how their guardrails take it into account. Here we go.
All right, let's start with our next one. Aniq, shall you?
I would say my chatbot is quite honest. It just, I guess sometimes the other side is slightly better, but yeah. So this is what it came up with.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Tung Kian?
Yeah, so because we built in the edge case handling, so the bot knows that JB is not part of the walking trails, but it tries to redirect them back to the original question. And because the original question was that there's a car and people like to walk and want to have coffee, so perhaps you want to consider some of these routes instead. So instead of saying no, you can't do that, then it tries to build on the original question and then propose some of the stuff here.
I like it. It's trying to gaslight you to continue to stay in Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Let's see.
Okay, so I think as with the others, my guardrails work obviously, but you see again that personality thing as well as all the various parameters that I put in, I think really help to shape the answer here. Like she refuses, but she also says, oh, JB, there's so many things that you don't want to do in JB, like why don't you come to Singapore instead? And even your kopi friend can have a local kopi culture in Singapore. So it really takes the context, synthesizes it very well, and gives a very relatable answer. I think fulfills all the task parameters. Yeah.
This is like GPSA lah, right? Tell you why it's not good, then after that tell you it's good.
Yeah, that's a very auntie answer. I really can see. Okay, judges, any
comments? Bernice or Dr. Yap?
I'll give Bernice some more time to think. Okay, so.
Okay, sure. Fresh chat or same chat?
Actually, I want a fresh chat.
Fresh chat. All right, let's start a new one. Okay.
Fresh chat.
Okay, ready. Yeah.
Okay, I need to make a quick stop, okay, in the middle of the day to pick up my kids.
Wait, sorry, one at a time. I need to make a quick stop in the middle of the day to pick up my kids. Hold on, we hold it there. I need to make a quick stop in the middle of the day to pick up my kids. Second line?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't want...
But I don't want...
to miss out any of the fun.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. All right, enter please. Good luck. Let's see what it is going to be generating.
Yeah, it's really fun to see what the AI will do because the human will say, huh? You stay home with them then. Okay, let's see. Shall we start with Matt this time?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
All right, Matt. So in blue, can we have the microphone for blue? The third.
Yeah. Actually, I think the prompt was a bit vague in terms of what you're trying to do. So actually, my bot I think came back with some questions to clarify further at this point. So I don't know if we want to give a further prompt to it. But again, like very conversational, registering your queries and your concerns, but also conversationally explaining what it wants from you next. Yeah.
I like the auntie style, you know. Their definition of fun is go Heartland Mall, use CDC vouchers. So that's the definition of fun, right? Okay, so Tung Kian.
Yeah, so I think there are many things that we can do, but so what exactly do we want to do? So I think the bot is also asking you a little bit more so that we can plan the best day out for you. And even after you pick the kids, you can come back and join your kids as well. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Tung Kian. And Aniq.
Similar to the previous two, I think the prompt in itself is quite vague. So my chatbot actually prompts for more inputs as well. So I guess it wants it to be more specific and tailored to your exact. For example, they put what time do you need to pick up your kids. So I guess they don't want to just suggest activities for you and sort of mess up your schedule. So I guess it wants exact timings and locations. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for the response. Yeah.
Thank you. Bernice?
Fresh one, please.
Okay, new chat, please.
Okay. I don't want to do free activities. Government give...
Wait, I don't want to do free activities.
Government give voucher, must use.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
And then one person only has $50 left. What can I do?
Okay, one person only has $50 left. What can I do? Is that it? Okay, great. Enter, please. All right, let's take a look at the three. How about let's start with Tung Kian this time? Because we haven't started with him. So we're going to start with green this time in the middle. All right. Okay, so let's take a look.
Okay, so I think a little bit more detail in the question would be very helpful because $50 in vouchers can be CDC vouchers, SG Culture Pass, so which kind of vouchers? So I think the bot will ask you because it has context of what is the voucher and how the vouchers are used. So since you have $50, you prefer to spend it over different meals, over one good meal and so forth. And then it's not just to eat, perhaps to also explore, so you burn the calories after you finish eating, or you can work out a good sweat and then go and eat. And it leads you to then ask you a little bit more about your interests before it recommends the best trail for you.
Great, thank you very much. We go to Matthew. Matthew, please. In blue.
I think same for mine also. I think insufficient information in the response, but Auntie Cindy is very careful and very good at budgeting. So she actually knows what. She actually suggests to you, which $50 do you still have? Is it CDC voucher? Is it Culture Pass credit or redeem SG rewards? So I think that's very helpful information to base your next prompt and decision on actually. Yeah.
I can see the personality really shines through what he talked about earlier on. All right, Aniq.
Right, so similar to previous tasks as well. I think the board wants you to specify like exactly what government vouchers do you have $50 left with, and exactly what program are you looking for. So it's still requiring you to prompt further to be more specific. And yeah, so it doesn't give you a specific answer until it gets the information that it wants, and then it just provides you something tailored for your experience. Yeah.
Great, thank you. So that wraps up the second challenge.
That's right. So I think all three chatbots would rather err on the side of caution instead of giving you something suggestion that is not correct. Is trying to get the scope your question properly first. So great attempt on all three. Judges, do you have a decision already? Shall we do the scoring?
Let's vote. Here we go. This is the exciting part, everybody. So Nicole, you gonna count them down?
Sure. I'll count down from 3, 2, and 1. Can we have the winner of the
see
round?
The color. Oh! It is a wipeout. 10 points from Matthew of HDB.
Or resounding. Okay.
So it looks like his prompt about giving the bot a character and personality really shone through, right? Is that what the judges were looking at? So Zushen's mic? Yeah. Our judges' mic?
Yeah, so the personality is definitely important because... Hello? Yeah, that personality is definitely important because if it's not personable, people just won't use it. So I think that's definitely a key point. But I think also what I really liked was when that kind of like gaslighting to say you should just spend your money here, don't go there, right? Which I think like both, for Tung and also that the bot did fantastically well. But for me personally, at least, I think that Auntie Cindy personality makes it a lot easier to chat. I feel I'm talking to a human being, basically. Yeah.
Talking to a neighborhood auntie who knows the deals, right? Any other comments from the judges? One more comment? Anybody? No? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I really enjoyed the chat with the CDC Cindy. I think the nickname makes it more relatable. Okay. I think that's one trick that I learned. Okay. To make it more personable. Okay. I think advice from someone that you trust is very important, even though it's an AI bot. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
All right, that wraps up round 2. Shall we give them a big round of applause as we tabulate the scores? I can totally see somebody telling your friend, hey, CDC Cindy, how are you, CDC Cindy? Okay, so we're going to show the scores on the screen. Let's take a look, everybody. Where we are at now, Matthew in the lead, 14 points. Aniq has 8 points, and Tung right now at 6 points, but we're only halfway there. All right, Nicole, let's take us through the third challenge, please.
All right, so let's get my slide loaded up. So, audience, finally, now it's your time to shine as well. The next challenge will be 50% weightage on the judges and 50% weightage on you. So, if we are ready, here to walk you through the challenge is Aniq, who sent us one picture, not knowing that it will become this video.
Wow, a website just for our group outing? Steady lah.
Yes, very steady. Okay, so the context is you've transcribed everything. You've built a chatbot, but being the overachiever that you are, you decided to seal the deal by building a website to consolidate them all. So no more endless screenshots and scattered links. You're going to create a one-stop platform where your friends can access everything you just shared with a single click. And the featured tool for this task is the industry tool, Lovable. So, finalists, here's what you have to do again. All you have to do is consolidate the information and content from challenge 1 and 2, prompt, output, reference document, anything you want. Build a prototype website that provides an overview of the 3 initiatives, CDC Vouchers, SG Culture Pass, and CDC Walking Trail. The website should be able to recommend personalized experiences based on your preferences. And finally, your website must feature clear Singapore elements. You have just 8 minutes for this task. This is the last time anyone can use a power-up. Would you like to activate your ally? Why? Where's your ally?
He don't need the ally. He said the ally won't do as good job as me. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, you don't want to use your ally.
He said AI is the ally.
Okay, AI is the ally. Thank you. And no, he's not going to use it as well. He's not going to peek. He doesn't want to peek. He's confident in his own work.
Lock in. Let's go. Let's have 8 minutes on the clock.
Let's count down. If you are ready, let's go. Let's begin. 8 minutes. Your time starts now. I tell you, this is a great friend. This friend can do website for a group chat, you know. Wow, this is a fantastic friend.
Yes, but now we will see how actually this friend just needed 8 minutes to do it.
Exactly.
8 minutes to build a website. So this is one of the most exciting tasks of today. It's very showy and more importantly, it can be a bit subjective. The website that you like and the website that I like could be different, and that's why we enlisted the help of you, the audience, to help us vote for this.
Based on design, right?
Yes.
So this, Nicole, you want to share a bit more about Lovable for our friends here who are not familiar with Lovable?
Yes, sure. So Lovable is a prototyping tool. Essentially, all you have to do is give a natural language prompt, aka in English, create a website for my nephew's birthday, for instance. And if you would like to employ one-shot prompting, otherwise known as one example prompting, you can take a website that you like, snip a picture of it, upload it, and say, this is the style I want, now recreate it. So that's a very fast way to recreate your favorite websites in your context. But I think all three of them are too purist for it. They are not going to use examples. Instead, they will prompt their way, use their critical thinking, and show you the website of their dreams.
So Lovable gives you the code, and so you can host it yourself? Is that how it works?
Correct. So in fact, all three finalists, after they finish building it, if you're fast enough, you could go to their website and test it out yourself. But we understand that 8 minutes is a bit tight. So if you do want to test the website, please be forgivable. Okay, so this is what he's built so far. Okay, I understand what he's doing. So there's a lot of context that we shared in challenge 1 and 2. And to ensure that Lovable doesn't get overwhelmed with the sheer content that you're dropping in, he's now getting a summarized version. So that's him. We'll check out what Tung is doing right now. Okay, so for him, he has begun to design the website of his dreams. So these are the 3 colors that we will see later. And this, I think, a professional UX UI design, that could be ambiguous, don't know what that is. We'll see how it works. But he's asked for what we indicated, Singaporean elements. Okay, he heard me. Okay, so let's move on.
Immediate feedback from Nicole.
Live from engineering. Okay, okay. So I think Aniq is a far better designer than I am because I see terms that I myself am not familiar with. But the first challenge they actually have is to digest that humongous chunk of info from challenge 1 and 2 and see how they can bring it over to Lovable. So at the end of the day, since there are members of the public here with us, we really want to help you think of how you can use your culture pass. So far, I feel like all I've learned is to go JB. But then hopefully you've taken away more than that. Okay, yeah, we have this. So he's decided, what's this, the experience? Okay, mobile responsive. So that's also a good prompt you can have. So because when you build a website in Lovable, not every button is clickable. So you could have a prompt that says, ensure every feature works, ensure every button is clickable, just to confirm that every website goes somewhere. Okay, let's see.
So Nicole, is it in GovTech's pipeline to build a Lovable too?
I think we shared a little bit about this earlier today in the keynote by our CE. I'll let him be the one to unveil that formally. But even if it's not in GovTech's suite of tools, you must upskill now. So you learn the skill first instead of waiting for the tool to be out. The tool
that's very important actually.
Yes.
Yep. Right, so learn the new skill. We had an address earlier on as well by Philip Mann. The future is fluid. You don't know what's going to happen, right? So this is something that we should all be doing as well. DS Amelia also talked about it as well. Right, continue to upskill, continue to take time to learn something. All right, which is what we are doing here as well. All right, so Nicole, what can you tell us about Aniq?
Okay, let me see. I think Aniq is really a way better designer than I am because he has detailed some of the designs that went up already. Okay, right here. Semantic HTML5 structure. I don't know what that means. We will see how that looks like later.
Okay, but contestants, 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining.
Yes, so by this point, they should already be moving to Lovable. So this is how Lovable looks like. It says build something lovable. We hope you love their product. Okay, so he's already inputting his rules. If you see this attach button right here, so this is where I mentioned earlier, you can provide examples of websites that you like or applications that you like and it can recreate it. But otherwise, you can use plain good old text to try to ground it. So he's already made he's already determined what he wants the website to do.
Can you give like a website and it will scrape for you?
Yes, you can give it a live URL. So you can give it SingPass's URL and it will take design elements from it. So let's see right now. he has a very, very clear idea of what he wants. So let's see if this comes out. And over here, okay, so I think this is going to be quite an engaging website. So he's decided to personify Auntie Cindy. We're going to see her and meet her for the first time later. And then there's a navigation sidebar. There's a... I don't want to read this out loud, but this is great because it doesn't minimize what he did from Challenge 2. And, okay, let's see how this looks like. Okay, so this is how he wants it to be. Maybe because it's SG60, who knows?
Okay, 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining, everyone. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Once again, we are at task 3 out of 4. And this round, 50% of the score will come from the audience voting, all right? So do stand by for that.
Yes, so this is a great easy prompt, check through all functionalities for errors. So it enables Lovable to do it for you instead of doing it and then telling you that hey, actually there's a few errors here and there. So great prompt. Let's see what we have here. We have, we have keep to the Singapore team. Okay. So again, I think Aniq is a very cautious man. He likes to add his guardrails, so he's really determined what he does not want to see. Finalists, we have about 1 minute 30 seconds left. So what judges what might happen is when they paste this long prompt into Lovable, it might take a while to generate. We're just gonna stop the timer and let it run. So it's Lovable that is slow, so it's okay.
Okay, 1 minute and 10 seconds more. Final home stretch. Finalist.
Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, everyone is using their last minute to really enter their exact instructions. Wow.
Very specific with the color code too. Okay, so start to put it in. We got 50 seconds remaining. Final slot.
Okay, so Matthew has decided to chunk his entire context here, which we will put directly into Lovable. It does sound like a lot of content. We'll see how it performs later. But we already have one Lovable here. Okay, we have one.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh, okay. The music has kicked in.
Interesting, he has an API key here. API key to what? Let's see later on.
Yeah. Okay, they're all at Lovable right now.
All right, 10 seconds. Please get ready to press enter on Lovable. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Let's give them a big hand, everybody. Congratulations for completing round 3.
Okay, so this really will take a while because of Lovable, not because of them. So maybe Tung, Kian, would you like to start us off with your thinking process while we wait for your generation?
Maybe show us your prompt if you can.
Yeah,
sure. Okay, so I think likewise, I think for the prompt, I want to specify out how the eventual website would look like in terms of the design, the elements, and what's inside. So for me, I wanted a browsing gallery so that you can browse through the information first before you actually go and choose your trail. Then there's a recommender, and hopefully if it turns out well, there will be an interactive Google map where you can see the trails plotted so you can see where to walk and what's up. Everything else is to detail the specifications. So information-wise, I extracted this from the the previous ISA task file using Pair. So it's the same exact file which we used for the earlier chatbot. Yeah.
Oh, that's the API key, is that right?
No, this is the information. This is the ISA extraction from the earlier task.
I see. The API key links to...
The API key is for the website.
I see. Yeah. Okay, got it.
So this is the information that is used to populate the browsing gallery in the website and to make the recommendations.
Okay,
yeah,
great. Thank you very much. We go to Aniq.
Okay, so basically how I approached this was to extract the data that we've already generated in our previous task, which is the Pair Assistant. So I just entered a quick summary of all the data available, which I then copy into Lovable for them to reference. And then for the Lovable prompt itself, I gave basic words for Pair Chat to actually enhance and expand the livable code into something that they will be able to process. And then at the end, just included the various elements that I would like to see in the website, such as modern UI and UX, which is like class morphism. And I ensured that each button was clickable, no dead links, and then stick to the Singapore theme, which is basically the task. Yep.
And so early on, you asked for mobile responsiveness as well, right?
Yeah.
So responsiveness could be important as well in a website, but in this case, this is a desktop format, right? So Matthew, lastly.
Okay, so my thing is still generating. Let me go back to my prompt. So I think for mine, the approach to integrate some of the context from the previous task into the website, I did twofold actually. So one thing I did was I hacked Auntie Cindy to become a website designer. I don't know if you all saw. I edited instructions to say you're also a website designer, and I gave her a very detailed overview of what exactly I want for the website. So the mini sections there, and that helps her to generate the entire content in very engaging Auntie Cindy style, but actually exactly what content I want for my website. So this would actually help to guide Lovable to create the necessary sections for the website. Hopefully it comes out well. I also used the original AIBots. I also used the original AIBots report. I asked it to just regenerate it in text form, copy paste it in, just for some background information, because Auntie Cindy might not have captured everything in the website content. So moving on to Lovable, I think I took a very bespoke approach in a way. Actually, even my earlier prompting for Auntie Cindy is also very bespoke. I kind of let it know exactly what I wanted it to create. But I also asked certain things like dynamic taglines, chatbot, navigation sidebar, so some fun things, some widgets as well, like a leaflet map before the trail section. I think this one, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. We can try it out. And I think my theme, again, quite bespoke. I think in the interest of time, we have very little time, so I really put the most important things like the aesthetic hints, getting the AI into the right headspace, the right probability space to create what I want. Certain bespoke things that I wanted, such as inline images being Polaroid frames with drop shadow. I used back the color palette from the first task, so it's all very consistent color scheme. Yeah, and then the content and the background information, as mentioned, were generated with the earlier bots.
Great, thank you very much, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew. Okay, so judges, I think the first website we could look at might be Aniq's one. Would you like him to scroll, click on anything? Just a quick scroll? Just a scroll?
I just scroll through. Is it clickable, by the way?
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's a single page. Okay, got it. So it's within the single page as well. Okay, great. Okay, great. Thank you. Judges, anything for Aniq that you want to see? Question?
Just want to check if any of the filters work on your gallery.
Filters, that was earlier on.
Scroll up a little bit more.
Yeah.
You use either the region filters or activity filters.
Nope, doesn't look like
thank you.
Responding. Thank you very much. Okay, who is... Nope.
No, let's do Tung.
Okay, Matthew first. Tung Kian? Oh, Matthew first? Okay, Matthew, come, let's take a look. Auntie Cindy.
So as you can see, I think it generated quite according to what I asked for. So we have the header with the handwritten font, display font, as well as a very legible body font for reading, as well as this navigation bar over here, which seems to work quite well. I don't know if this Auntie chatbot works. I can try it. Oh, okay, it works well also, the inline chatbot. I think that something about this is also because I pasted in the whole context from Auntie Cindy. So the chatbot actually is able to derive her entire style, her entire way of talking, and what she's used for, just without even any real instructions as to like how the chatbot should behave. So I think that's quite a useful thing, building on the previous context. In terms of the content, we have, of course, things for CDC Voucher, Culture Pass, Walking Trail. We have the rotating dynamic carousel of the taglines, which I generated also earlier. Nice pictures in Polaroid frames with the drop shadow, as mentioned. Overview, step-by-step guide on the CDC Vouchers, step-by-step guide and overview on Culture Pass. Same thing with walking trails at CDC. We also managed to successfully generate a map with pins of the different walking trails available in Singapore. So five amazing trails available, and also 3 itineraries generated by Auntie Cindy, also from the board itself.
So in line with the question from Royston, can you click on the itineraries and take a look?
Yeah.
Does it change? Okay, cool. Then you can see the different itineraries. Okay.
So the itineraries actually all change. Very clear because Auntie Cindy already outputted all the itineraries in a detailed table format. Lovable has all the information it needs. Central Singapore Trail, cost is free, voucher is walking trails at CDC. It's all available very cleanly in the app here. And then I think also carrying forward my thinking from the first task actually to extract tips and tricks, FAQs, and that comes through in Auntie Cindy, that comes through in the website as well. So we have all these little tips for users. We have frequently asked questions in a collapsible menu that came out. And yeah. Also, I think this disclaimer here is very useful because Auntie Cindy is told to be like a government official. So I think like she might have generated this disclaimer as well. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So it's great, right? Because you data dump into the LLM and it's able to capture all the different segments that you heard from Matthew as well. All right, Tung Kian?
Yep, okay, so the website turned out exactly how I specified it out to be. So there's a browsing gallery on the left side for me to look through the different trails. Then how to use the vouchers, how to use the culture pass. And there's a recommendation here. So if let's say I choose, I don't know, Walker, any budget, nature parks, Southwest City Garden Trail. So you'll plot the map on the on the Google Maps, and then I can go in, and then I can click on the dots to let me see where to eat and what to do. So in a nutshell, I think, yeah. So everything's on the map. One-shot navigation panel for you. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Any comments from our judges? Anyone want to ask anything? You want to ask them to press any button? All right, Zishan?
This is tough because this is a very, the aesthetic is going to be very subjective to individual person, so it's a great idea to make this public judging, so the pressure is off of us.
Good job, Nicole. Okay, anything else? Bernice, you're all Western?
Did all of you try and make it responsive, and if you're able to just narrow the window to see what happens when you
Okay. Mobile responsiveness or tablet responsiveness? Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, maybe Lovable has input innately as well to make it responsive as well. Could be that way as well, right? Okay, but basically I think they're all responsive, so that's great. Thank you. Any other questions? Dr. Yap?
Yes, I was quite worried for Tung Kian just now. Yeah, because he's
a bit too complicated. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But from the start you knew exactly how you want it to look. Okay, I'm glad it turned out well. Okay, so I think that reflects some of the experience. Fight coding doesn't work. You must know what you're doing. Okay, or else you won't be able to fix the issues. Yeah.
So just for learning, right? What do you fix, Tung Kian?
I fixed the API loading for Google Maps. So when it did the generation, I think during one of the errors was the API loading state. So I think because I put it into the prompt for it to check for that functionality, right? So at the end of the generation, it popped out that that's the error that needs to be fixed. So sometimes Lovable does the fix automatically. Sometimes it pops out the chatbot, then I will just need to click on it.
Great. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the pointer there. Any other judges? Any comments? No? Okay, thank you. Nicole.
Shall we do the scoring? Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to let the judges vote first, but audience, don't be influenced, okay? Have your own mind. They vote what you vote. You don't have to be influenced, okay? So, judges, could I count you down 5 seconds? And we'll raise the paddle pot of your choice. Again, judges' vote is only 50% at this point. Okay, ready, judges, in 3, 2, and 1.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go back.
2 blue, 2 green. So that means they get 6 points each. Thank you very much to our judges. Audience, your time now. We're going to bring it up on the screen, so please vote. All right, please scan the QR code and vote for whoever that you think has the best website. So Aniq is in red, Tung Kian is in green, and Matthew is in blue. All right, so you can see their details there. So please vote now. We're going to bring up the live scores in a bit on screen. So Nicole told you earlier, so I think the leading one gets 10 points.
That's right. So for the timer, we'll close the timer in about a minute's time. So feel free to vote now. Think through the 3 websites you saw earlier. We'll close the Mentimeter in 1 minute.
All right, so please quickly vote. Just going to take a look at what all of you are seeing. All right, so 3 contestants. You saw 3 very different UIs, 3 very different websites as well. All right, so who should be the winner for this round?
Okay, so just a bit of a tech refresh. At this point, I think the device that Matthew is using isn't super suitable for video generation, so he's going to do a swap. Nothing has changed, only the device. The 2 other finalists have been notified on this, and they're okay. Yeah, okay. So he's just going to do an equipment refresh very, very quickly.
So more powerful, okay. All right, so, okay. Thank you. So 20 more seconds. Anybody needs more time to vote? If not, I'm going to show the results. All voted? Yes? Good? Okay, I think we're good. Can we show the results, please, live on the screen? Let's see, the best website that all of you prefer is... All right, Matthew from HCB. 170 votes. Congratulations. Well done.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay, fantastic. So let's move on now. We're going to make sure Matthew is all set up before we are ready to go. Okay, I think Matthew is ready. Can we introduce task 4, please?
All right, so we are down to the final task of the day. Thank you for voting and thank you for following us so far. Let me get the screen up very quickly.
All right, we can show the scores if it's ready, but if not, then maybe let's talk about the 4th challenge. Let's talk about the 4th challenge first.
Ken, the score is ready.
Oh, score is ready, okay.
Okay, let's look at the scoreboard now.
All right, scoreboard is, let's see. Oh, no, it's not ready, it's not coming up, but maybe we can have the slides back. Let's talk about challenge 4 first. We're a bit pressed behind for time. All right, so let's see the slides for the task. Challenge 4, here we go. This is called the friend group leader. All right, let's bring it up. For challenge 4, so what do we have to do?
Okay, so thank you for following us all the way through. We are now down to the last video generation. So this is you walking out of MBS later. Hopefully it's not night timer, but... Okay, you get it? The mystery is who will you follow? Okay, last task.
Oh, there we go. Okay, got it now. Okay.
Last task of the day. Okay, so you've chatted with your friends, you've built a chatbot, you've even created the perfect website. But now comes the real and final question. Are you the best person to lead your friend group on the perfect day out? So for this final challenge, the finalists will create a promo video of up to 60 seconds or less that showcases them and their style. So they have to show you, the audience, why they are the friend that you can count on for the perfect AI-powered Singapore day out. And the tool they will be using, really happy to share this, is Google Flow, which you'll see very shortly. Finalists, as a reminder, here's what you have to do. You have to create a promo video, up to 60 seconds, can be less than that as well. You have to use Flow by Google to generate your video. You can use any of your content from challenge 1, 2, and 3, and you can narrate over your video in a final live pitch in under 1 minute. Finalists, are we okay with the instructions? All good?
Okay, hold on. Tung Kian needs time. Tung Kian said he needs time.
So I close the windows.
It's okay. Maybe the scoreboard first from just now.
All right, we're ready with the scoreboard? Yes, so here we go. Let's take a look. So right now, Aniq has 12 points, Tung Kian in the middle has 18 points, Matthew in the lead, 30 points. Wow, well done.
Well done.
Final task, takes home everything.
Yes, it's not over till it's over. Okay, let's now have 7 minutes on the clock. And if finalists, if you're all ready, shall... Okay, wait. No.
Hold on. We'll just make sure that everybody has time to get there. Okay. So it's a bit lagging. No, not to worry. We'll make sure everybody's on the same page because they will all have the same time to go. All right, I think that's why Matthew switched laptop. All right, because intensive on the RAMs.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Okay, all right. Shall we pull up the timer for just 7 minutes on this final challenge of the day?
All right, let's count down, Nicole.
Okay, yeah, sure. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's
go. 7 minutes remaining. So just a reminder for everybody. So they will create a video and then they will narrate over that video later on.
That's right. So actually, Flow does help you to generate the narration if you want to, but I think we want the finalists to show you their personality. So they're just going to generate the images and narrate over it. So we're going to see three very, very creative generations right here. So let's start with Matt, Matt with his signature auntie. Let's see what she looks like.
We finally get to see the real Auntie CDC Cindy.
You've seen her too much. Okay, so here. Okay, so he's determining the style that she wants. Flo has gone ahead to create some samples for him.
That's really fast.
Yes. So let's see. Okay, so this he's storyboarding right now. So even though none of us have any videography experience, I think as long as you have a vision in mind and you can enunciate through, you can dictate it down like this, you will get a very, very good video. So this is what he's doing at this point. Let's check out Aniq. There's a
true to the SCDF style.
We have another different style right here. I think this would be his first frame. He's now generating the second one. So it might feel a bit fast right now because they're trying to generate multiple screens, multiple scenes.
So you can of course generate an image first and use the image to create something else like what Nicole did, right? So earlier on, all the contestants used a still image and used Singlish for their video image, video shots.
Yes. So again, they can upload anything that they generated earlier on as a reference.
Okay, so you have 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. 5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Okay.
But the most important is this, right? We're going to show you how easy it is, right? So now, like the previous task, you can use Lovable, create a website in 8 minutes. Right, in terms of the flow in the past, right, you have to, get a designer, design a UX, and then after that you give to a programmer, he will slice it up for you, and then he will code it front end, together with front end, back end, if you need database, and then you launch your website. So that's the old flow, right? Today, you just go to a website, you key in a prompt, that's it, you get a website. So that's how efficient it is now.
So Matthew has started with a near flawless approach. He generated his Auntie Cindy just now, and he's going to use it to anchor it. So it is the reference image in all of these scenes. So it is very unlikely that he will get a different generation. And I think he's piecing it together one by one. We're going to see a very athletic auntie very soon. We'll see if she can make it through the wall. Right. And over here, hard to say what's going on. Kian likes to play with fire, so he's still on his Word document. But let's see how Aniq is.
So now he's using a firefighter.
He has a whole story here already. So this is really, really a great task that only requires natural language. As long as you're good with English and you can bring your ideas to life, it's fine. But of course, the differentiator would be the style. So I think the style that he employed is a bit different. As you can see, really, really, really beautiful visuals. I think the style that Matt employed feels very Pixar, doesn't it? But in most image and video generation models, you cannot use the word Pixar. You can't say make it Disney. It's just not going to do anything. So instead, he worked around it by describing the style that he wants, illustration, 3D, and it's able to infer and accidentally give you a style that's very Pixar-like. So it's quite a clever workaround. And now we have, okay, we're still waiting. We have a wait.
I guess, I believe due to copyright issue.
Yes, for sure. So we have about 3 minutes left on the clock. Again, this is the last task of the day. Audience, please vote later based on merit. This is a meritocracy. So we will see. Okay. I understand what he's doing now. Okay, so he has a full storyline. His video will likely have 3 scenes. And it's all English, so you can't say that it's something that you cannot recreate. You and I speak English, you and I can do this too. Okay, let's look at this. Generate a play.
So the different styles, right? So one is, like the first one, you generate image by image, and then slowly you iterate from there. Kian is typing the whole entire storyboard out. And Matthew is also, I believe, different images, different segments. He's going scene by scene.
Yes. So this is another great thing about both Sora and...
Okay, I think I know why you're all laughing. Okay, got it. But we'll get there later on. Okay? We'll get there later on.
So both Sora and Veo, when you give it one prompt, you can ask for it to output multiple versions. In Sora, you can upload 4 different versions of the same prompt. So over here, it's 2 different versions. Then he can choose.
Is Flow by Google free?
Premium. So there's
premium.
a one month trial.
Oh, okay, 1 month trial. So they're on a 1 month trial. Okay, great.
Yes, I think they all exhausted. They will be exhausting their credit soon. So the model that we're using here is Veo 3.1. It's the latest in a video generation, and it's so beautiful. Okay, let's wait for. Okay. We have a scene generator. So this is a stitcher. Essentially, all these 3 scenes will be stitched based on this one storyboard. And then here at Aniq, beautiful art style. Again, you and I could write this prompt as well. You and I could say we want a felt kopitiam.
Most important is the keyword behind it, right? Prompt engineering is all about the proper text and the proper language.
Yes, and now we're down to 50 seconds, finalists.
All right, get ready, everybody. 45 seconds now, so start to generate, start to key it in.
So judges, again, don't worry, only 50% of the vote is on you.
Susan seems very stressed about it. High stress. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, so what's going to happen after this is they're going to take their video, we'll give them 1 minute to pitch to you, and then that's it. Then we have come to the end, right?
Of the Prompt Engineering Prompt Royale 2025 finale. So this is the finals, top 3 finalists on stage, and we will be ending the last task in 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Let's give them a big hand, everybody.
Amazing job.
And I got to say, 3 very different styles that we see here based on what they like and also based on what you like, right? As you heard, design is very subjective. Visuals are very subjective, right? So, okay, Tung is ready with his... Matt, are you ready? Or is it still generating? Still generating. Okay, still exporting. So maybe we start with Tung first. Is that okay? Yours ready, right? Is it ready, Tung?
Are you okay to go first? Okay.
Okay, so you can narrate over your video. So anytime you can press play and then you can start.
Let's have 1 minute on the clock. So just 1 minute on the timer and Tung Kian's screen.
Tung Kian's screen, all right, in the middle, green. Okay, so everybody, let's take a look at the video. So Tung Kian, anytime you're ready, please. Okay, hold on, sorry. Wait, we need mic for green in the middle.
Hello.
Okay, great. So we restart your video. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's take a walk along the historic Bukit Timah Trail. We'll start off at the Cashew MRT station, highly accessible. Get your coffee and get your ice cream, courtesy of CDC Vouchers. The beautiful, the beautiful railway corridor. And your friend appears with you. Now you reach the historic Bukit Timah the railway station. You see the friends and you see all the trains, the reenactment over there. Right, and you wonder how it used to be like at the railway station in the 60s and 70s when it was still working. So this is a fantastic day out where you get your food paid for, where you experience nature, where you meet your friends out of nowhere, and where you can enjoy a great piece of history from the reenactments that are put in place of the models, of the actors, and of the trains. So this is the best day out ever for your family.
Let's give him a big hand, everybody. Wonderful. Okay, who's next? Who's completed? Can we check? Aniq still generating. Is yours done?
I'm done.
Okay, so Matthew from HDB, we're going to go with blue now. So we're going to bring it up on the screen. So here we go. Matthew, anytime you press play, you can begin. So you have 1 minute as well. All right, so here we go. Hold on. He's got some BG background music for everyone. We need his laptop.
Sorry, can we restart? Okay.
Audio as well, yeah. No worries, we will restart the time for you. Anytime you're ready, you can begin.
Sorry.
Hold on, he needs some ambience.
Okay. So all my friends say Singapore, so boring, nothing to do. Go art museum, go art class, so expensive. Even economical rights, also not so economical anymore. Don't worry, Auntie Cindy is here to help. With Auntie Cindy's handbook, you will never have another boring weekend in Singapore. You can take a walk down Little India, Mall Street, Chinatown. So much to see, so much to do. Not a fan of heritage? Don't worry, you can try rock climbing with the youngsters. You don't think Auntie Cindy is too old for this? Back in the day, a national athlete. Speaking of athletes, you can also try cycling down Punggol Waterway, very lush and very beautiful public housing. Do you know that HDB is launching 25,000 BTOs this year? End your day at your kopitiam, where your favorite hawker auntie and uncle will prepare local food for you. Use CDC Voucher, can free food and economic boost. What's there not to love? Come on, what are you waiting for? Join Auntie CDC's culture experience today.
Matthew. Thank you very much. And we go now to Aniq from SCDF, our final contestant, our final finalist. So anytime you're ready.
My life gets intense. As a firefighter, I enter danger every day so that people feel safe. Off days are pretty hard and rare. On my off days, I use the CDC walking trails to walk along the Singapore River to reset my mind and reconnect with the city I protect. Or using the Culture Pass, I can enter Singapore Esplanade and watch a cultural play on my off day as well. But sometimes we like to keep it simple, and I'll go to my nearest kopitiam where I can enjoy my kaya toast and soft-boiled eggs with CDC vouchers, free of charge, no cost. So you've seen how I've presented my day, my off day using AI generation. And because this is a pitch to my friends, trust in me to plan a day out for you, because AI is there to help us with what we can produce. And I'll leave you with this last quote of mine. I may not be a principal, but I lead with AI principles. And I may not be an architect, but I'm building my architect. Thank you.
Warning shot fired across the Tung Kian. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, very quickly to our judges. Anything to add? Anything to comment about? Bernice?
Yeah, I really like how the last one was so personable. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and thank you for your service.
Royston?
I think it makes a big difference knowing how to work specifically with the tool that you're using, and it really shows when you've got that experience and you can have some level of trust with the output that's coming out.
Great, thank you. Sushan?
Image generation is tough. I think video generation is even worse. Image generation is tough because you need to be super specific with exactly what you want. And video generation is even worse because you need to start with a base, you need to have storyboarding, you need to make sure that your clip is coherent, and so on and on. And I think all three clips are honestly very fantastic. You have a very good storyline in mind, which is why I really don't like judging these tasks, because they're very, very difficult. So thanks again, audience, for your help.
All right, Dr. Yap?
Okay, so it's really an eye-opener how easy it is and also how scary it is, okay, to generate this kind of videos. But what amused me is, okay, the idea of CDC Cindy is a bit different in my head compared to the rock climbing version. Okay? And I was so surprised when the fingers start to disappear and appear, and the keys get missing, and a random third party just appear, right? Yeah, it's shocking. Yeah, really eye-opening. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very
judges.
much.
Okay, so again, this is the last task of the day. So can I invite my colleague, either Ming Hong or Alicia, to take the scores directly from the judges? We won't be publishing them, so their decision doesn't influence you. Finalists, can we play all your videos one last time, and then we'll go into audience voting. Audience, watch one more round.
Okay, so can we have all three screens on stage? All three screens on the backdrop. We're going to play the video. Anytime you're ready, let's press play, please.
So remember this video before you cast your final vote later.
You can look at their videos and see how their videos are. All right.
Your friend appears. Look at the butterflies.
Wonderful.
Right. Okay. Amazing, amazing job by all three of them. Okay, audience, last few seconds to absorb this, and then we'll get ready to vote already.
Okay, that's okay. Video is almost ending. Stand by.
Yeah, I think that one is looping already.
Oh, looping already. Okay, Ken, let's bring up the QR code on the screen. So likewise, we won't be revealing it. We're going to just compile it into the final score, and we will reveal the winner shortly. So please kindly vote, scan the QR code that you see. But you know, Nicole, conclude for us what you've seen.
Oh, wow. I thought everything was great. They actually showed me their first version before this, and all three of them went a different direction. It was really great to see the three art styles. I think they did a fabulous job. And now it's really up to you guys, the audience, all 200, 300 of you.
To vote for who you think should be the winner.
We won't be showing the audience vote as well. So we'll consolidate the scores and you'll find out who the winner is at the prize ceremony that's happening right after this.
Immediately after this, okay? So please vote. I'll give you 10 more seconds. Anybody needs more time? Just we'll count down 10 seconds before we move on to tabulate the results. So the judges have already passed the results to us. So we are taking that into account now.
Yes.
And this is the final call. Anybody else needs time to vote? If not, we will close it.
Can we also thank the judges for everything today? Thank you so much. The finalists are very grateful for you as well.
All right, we got Dr. Yap, Director at GovTech. We got Zushen, who is AI Solutions Lead at Microsoft. We got Bernice, who is Director at MDDI, and also Royston from AI Deployment at OpenAI. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you very much to our 4 judges. Thank you very much for your... And also, most important, a big thank you as well to our lead and game master, Nicole. Thank you very much, Nicole.
Thank you. Okay, can I invite all 3 finalists to take a step to your left and take a bow, and then I'll get out of the picture. Okay,
you want to take a picture, is that right? Okay.
We'll just stand by your cameras.
All right, snap a quick picture for our contestants. Just stand beside. Look forward, everyone. All right, smile.
The other side.
It's okay, lah. No worries. Just anywhere you want to stand.
It's okay.
It's fine. Just stand anywhere. Okay, smile. 3, 2, 1. Smile. We're going to take an official shot. Aniq from SCDF, Tung Kian from MOE, and Matthew from HDB. Let's give them a big hand. Good job. Thank you, contestants. You can exit from your right side, please. Also, a big thank you to our... You can keep it. Yeah, you can keep it. Bring it with you. And also a big thank you as well to the lead of Prompt Royale for the entire year. She's been doing such a fantastic job. So let's acknowledge her. Thank you very much, Nicole. Let's give her a big round of applause. And hopefully when you join next year, all right, you can see her in action. So you go through all the different rounds. We're going to wait for the results now. We're going to clear the stage a little bit. We're going to give them some time. But, you know, some lessons that we can take away, right? So what are some lessons? Firstly, as you heard Dr. Yap mention, AI is scary. AI is fast. Everything at your fingertips now. Now, you've been hearing this phrase a lot, right? About AI is not going to take your job. But the person who knows how to use AI tools will potentially take your job, all right? So, you know, it's how we can use AI to make us better, faster, and a lot more efficient as well. All right, so, you know, I mentioned the idea about ideation as well. So earlier on, one of the speakers this morning also mentioned, so earlier on, for example, you do a website, you have to slice the website, you have to code the front end, you have to code the back end with database, and then after that, you have to deploy it onto a server. But right now, just using Lovable, for example, you can do everything from yourself based on prompts. All right, so that's actually how powerful AI actually is for everyone. All right, so of course, with certain guardrails, of course, hopefully all of you will be able to, you know, utilize the different tools to make all of you a bit more, you know, motivated to learn about all these different tools. All right, so, you know, coming to events like this is where we all learn. We all learn, we all feel inspired, and when we go back, we can deploy some of the tools that we have learned here today as well. Now, also, we got a QR code. I just want to let you know as well, we got QR code. So if you give us your feedback from your event web app, scan the QR code on your badge, you can collect a goodie later on as you exit. Okay, so we have 2 swags for you. One is if you collect 120 points, we're going to give you a lanyard USB. And second is if you give us your feedback, we're going to give you laptop sleeve. Right, so these are 2 swags that you can redeem later on your way out. Where to redeem? So it is this adjacent ballroom this way, just right beside here on your way out. So when you exit, it's on your left. We have vending machines there to deploy, and that's it. As simple as that. All right, you will be able to collect the swags on your way out. All right, so we're tabulating the scores now, just to make sure we have the scores before we get back and before we do the prize presentation on stage. But I want to say a big thank you to all of you for staying all the way to the end. Thank you to the fervent fans of our contestants here as well. So here to support the contestants on stage, you know, from SCDF, from MOE, technically Compassville Secondary, and also from HDB as well. Great. So feel inspired, everybody. Feel motivated. All here to learn. So just to conclude, we had 3 panels today. All right, so 3 panels talking about anything from launch, from our Prompt Royale finalists and winners, all the way to talking about how you're able to innovate. Right? Because here at GovTech Innovation Day, we want to make sure that we have a very innovative public service. Got it. Okay, so I have the results in my hand now. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the prize presentation now. So, very pleased to welcome the Deputy Chief Executive of GovTech to join us on stage. Please join me to welcome Mr. Chang Xiaoxiong. Let's welcome him, please. Welcome, Xiaoxiong. You can join us here in the middle for the prize presentation. We will be starting with the second runner-up. Now, but nonetheless, all three of them, they are winners already because these are the finalists of our 2025 Prompt Royale finale. So, second runner-up, ladies and gentlemen, we have coming up on stage, Chua, Tung, Kian from MOE. Let's give him a big hand. Let's welcome him. Congratulations, Tung Kian. We're going to take a photo. If you can just... Okay. Second runner-up, Chua Tung Kian from MOE. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Tung Kian. If you can wait on the right side, we'll take a good photograph later on with your... Yeah, you can take this with you. You just wait at the side. Now, I'm going to announce the first runner-up, and of course, from there, you will know who the champion is. But the first runner-up, ladies and gentlemen, he is none other than Aniq from SCDF. Come on up. Aniq Nakib from SCDF, congratulations. First runner-up, and his last task actually let him catch back up in points. That tipped him over to first runner-up position. And our champion from HDB, Matthew Lee. Done to all three contestants. We're going to have a group photograph very shortly. Okay, can we come back? Let's take a group photo. Hold on, Matthew. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a group photo together with all three finalists and together with Xiaoxiong as well. Okay, here we go, everybody. Friendly handshake, but no hands later. We shake, okay? We take photo first. One step to your left. All right, wonderful. Let's look forward. Smile. 3, 2, 1, smile. 3, 2, 1, smile. Fantastic. Thank you very much. A big thank you to Xiaoxiong as well, our Deputy Chief Executive of GovTech. Oh, sorry, hold on. One more with our judges. Can we invite our judges to join us back on stage very quickly, together with Deputy CE Xiaoxiong as well. So our judges joining us once again, Dr. Yap, who's our Chief Judge, Director at GovTech. We got Zixuan from Microsoft, Bernice, Director at MDDI, and Royston, AI Deployment at OpenAI. All right, so we're going to do a group photograph. To those of you leaving, thank you so much to all of you for joining us. Remember to redeem your swag, okay? You can do two things. One is do the feedback form using the QR code on your name badge, and you can redeem your swag at the adjacent hall. And also 120 points. All right, hopefully you got some time to do so. The booths will close very soon, so if you haven't got 120 points, please hurry. Go on to the adjacent hall. But thank you to our judges for joining us. Okay, so everybody look forward. Let's take a look. You know, if I could conclude from this competition, I think, round one was neck and neck, but what really tipped the scales in Matthew's favor was when he gave his bot a lot of character, right? He talked about the character of Auntie Cindy, CDC Cindy. I think, the personality shone through from all the results that came from it. So thank you very much. Thank you, DCE, Xiaoxiong. Thank you very much to all judges. Thank you. Congratulations to all our winners. Let's give them a big hand. Well done. Also, well done to the GovTech team as well for organizing such a wonderful event. A big thank you to all of you for joining us. Let's feel inspired. Let's carry on the good work of serving Singaporeans. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time, everybody. This has been GovTech Innovation Day 2025. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Hi, the finalists, could you follow me here?